And we are live. It is. Shit, I don't even know what day it is. What is the day? What's today, Dave? Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's like just after 7 p.m. So it's fairly early. Everybody's probably still asleep in the States, which is totally fine. I just thought I would go live. Yeah, just go live because I need to do some bagging and boarding because I do have a comic fair this weekend. Do not have too much. I don't have too much money, unfortunately, going into this. But I know that, even if I take $50 or $100, I'll find something that I want. So I just wanted to bag and board some shit. Even if I don't talk, anybody's willing to join. I can see Biggie. What's going on, brother? Hope you're doing well, mate. Hope you and the fam are doing well. It's 3 a.m. here. You should be asleep. I know, obviously Biggie's part of the Insomniacs, so I don't know whether this will do any better. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, that's bright. Hang on. That's a bit better. Yeah, I don't know whether any of the Insomniacs are up. It's probably, 3 a.m. is probably a bit even late for them, unless they've been going already for a couple of hours. But yeah, I'm literally just doing bagging, boarding, and scanning. It's nothing, I don't care if one person watches, nobody watches. It's not going to be any riveting content. I literally just need to do it. If I don't do it online, I generally don't do it, and then I go in and I buy doubles, and I hate buying doubles of stuff. So, but yeah, I might as well. And that's the other thing. As long as my internet holds up, because I'm at home, I'm not at the missus's house. Obviously, I run Spidey's out back from her house on the Sunday for me, and it is, Wi-Fi through the whole house. It's all good. Whereas this, I'm hotspotting off my phone. The internet around my area is not that great. All right, brother. I appreciate it. I need a bag and board. All right, hang on, Simon. I'll send you the link. Where are we? Copy. Paste. Cool. All right. You have 2 spots. Yeah. As I said, Big, it was more the fact of I didn't care if I ran for like an hour or 2 hours and I didn't end up saying anything. I was literally just bagging, boarding, and whatever. I'm cool with that. And saying that, I don't actually looking now. I've got a few bags. I only got a few. It's more I need to scan the older books because I will be looking for older books, obviously being my thing. I do have some new books that I still haven't scanned in either. But I do need to I don't exactly want to be buying a, second copy of X-Men #7 or something like that. So just thought I would get it done, and my phone doesn't have much charge either, which doesn't help. So why isn't that? No, Canadian. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Hell no. Almost disconnected myself. That's a great start. All right, let's open CLZ and get started. As I said, Big, yeah, you're more than welcome to jump on if you want. It's probably too late. You might wake up little Shaq. But if not, don't need to hang around, mate. It's nothing riveting, as I said. All right, let's go. What do we got? X-Men Uncanny Volume 1. So I was thinking about a book after 181, and I'm considering a single-digit Superman and Batman seems undervalued. That's a that's a big boy books regard. Even if they're undervalued, single digit Superman and Batman. That's a big ass books. But in saying that, you probably have the connections to maybe get one. And it's not because you're in the States, it's because you know a lot of guys that, that deal with that. Like obviously, you got Doc and what's the Alan, and stuff like that. Like a lot of those guys and Steppo and guys like that, they collect that sort of stuff. They've got that sort of stuff. I'd say you'd be good on doing that. Here's the other time.
Your internet looks trash.
My internet looks trash. Am I lagging or jerking?
It's not lagging. It's just like looks like it was filmed back in 1994. Internet.
I know. I think it's because the light's still coming from inside. All right, you've worked out. The light's still coming through the gaps in the curtain, so it sort of makes a bit of a hazy sort of look.
No, it's the internet.
Oh, is it the internet? Well, I'm hot spotting off my phone, so.
Isn't that how you always do it at home?
No, I always do Spidey's out back at Beck's.
Oh, okay.
So she's got Wi-Fi through the whole house, but anything I do at home is hot spotted. So it is rubbish for some reason around here at the moment. Like even phone reception is really bad. It's absolutely horrid. Yeah.
Do you get really bad reception when you go to Big City Comics?
It's terrible. I'm saying that like I never film there, or I never. If I ever taken a phone call or whatever, it's been all right. But
no, I'm saying just if you try to use the internet, while you're at Big City on your phone, it's cooked.
Simon came with the harsh but real truths. Yeah,
it like
that's horrible in my room.
It was like that time me and Sarah were on Whack Comics, and we looked like that for the entire stream, and no one said nothing. You gotta tell people these things.
Yeah. That's all right.
All right. I got my bags and boards today. Are proudly brought to you by Zaz Comics and Collectibles. He hooked me up.
BCW, nice.
Yeah, but he hooked me up with the special friend price as well.
I realized I don't have many bags left. But like as I said earlier, I was like, it's more making sure, because all the old books that I have are all bagged and boarded already. So I just mainly need to scan them in to make sure I don't buy doubles on Sunday.
Oh, you're going on Sunday, you bastard.
I'm going on Sunday. I'm not going to be there very long. I'm not going to be there very long because, one, it's going to be stinking hot. It's going to be like 38 on Sunday.
Where did that thumbs up come from?
Oh, haven't you?
What was that?
It's a weird thing. If you've got a MacBook, which you do, hang on, where is it? You know how people have been doing this shit?
Yeah. What the hell has happened to your screen?
Oh, that changed.
What was that? How much are these normally? It's not like these alone are normally about $30, aren't they? Bags, like just the boards.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it's bags usually about 30, boards usually about 20.
Hang on, say again.
Something around that. Bags are usually 30.
Bags are cheaper.
Are they cheaper? Oh no, one's usually
bags
30.
Are normally
one's
like less than 20, and then these are about 30 to 35, 40. But I got these at I won't even say the price. I probably shouldn't say the price. Whoa.
You should have this now. You should have this now.
I don't do live streams very often. That's why I don't know about it.
No, have you got a little green like camera icon up next to your battery and your thingo?
On my MacBook?
On your MacBook.
Oh. No.
You haven't have you done an update recently?
Probably not.
No, that's probably why I did, because everybody's been doing this stuff. Like, when they're doing this, you can activate it with hand signals. If you haven't done it, no, you got to hold it. But if you haven't, if you've done a recent update, there'll be a little green, like, it looks like a little, like, video camera icon up next to
But it's a MacBook update, not a StreamYard update.
No, it's a MacBook update.
That's weird.
And once you do that, it's got something called reactions. So you can actually click the buttons and just click the buttons, but there are hand symbols for it too. Hey, Papa.
Oh,
hope you're doing well, mate. Sicko. Hey, Dave. Wow, Simon and Simon. Yes, the Simon and Simon show. Yeah, update it and go nuts. The laser show is the best.
It's a tight fit.
So, are you busy on Sunday?
I'm working on Sunday.
Because
originally, did you see on the Facebook group, Billy posted, "Does January 28th sound good?" And I was like, "That sounds perfect." Like, because I had that last week off on the Sunday, and then someone must have mentioned Australia Day or something, so he changed it to this week. And I'm like, "Well, now I can't go at all," because if he did it last week, I would have sold last week.
Yeah,
I got the taste for it now. So I'm
there you go, Biggie. There's a Biggie banger.
I'll be back. I just got to flip my chicken over.
Flip your chicken over. Where are we? Number 2. Add comics to database. Thanks, brother. Yeah, well, as I obviously, Dave's watching. Dave will be at this comic fair. He'll actually be selling at this comic fair. I thought I'd better do my bagging and boarding or scanning or whatever like that, so I don't double up on anything. Just got some, run fillers of, some of the runs I'm trying to fill. Whoops. Where is Tomb of Dracula? Yeah, Mom. Where are you? There it is. You're not the first person to mention the show, Tate. It's usually older people that will remember that show. I know. I think Rob might have mentioned it before. It's usually people sort of at least in their mid-40s, 50s onwards will remember that show. Simon and Simon show.
What? There was a Simon and Simon show?
Yes, there was.
Wait, I know my tape here.
I'm a goof. I want a Superman or Batman single digit, but only have one silver single digit FF, number 6. I don't think I have any single digit FFs, actually. I've tried to, my aim, besides obviously all the, the books and stuff that I want a single digit from every single Marvel Silver Age.
I got FF2.
You what?
I got FF2.
What,
the
a
Newton
facsimile?
one. No, I got the Newton Aussie.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, no, we're talking about real books.
I've got number 3 as well, but number 3, because the one with Namor on the cover, isn't that issue 4?
Actually, I think he's on 2 covers.
There's one where he's running out of the water with holding someone.
Yeah, I think that's.
Isn't that 4?
Either 4 or it's either 4 or 9.
But it's number 3
like
it's number 3 in the Newton covers for some reason.
You know the funny thing is,
Dave can probably shed some light on that.
Yeah, quite possibly. The funny thing is, I actually had one of those old school Aussie reprints of something, but I don't know where the hell it went.
Some of them go for a bit. Yeah, I thought it was 4 for.
No, I feel like I got it looked up
one issue early.
He's talking about the Fantastic Four book, Biggie. I'm pretty. Yeah, it's like number 4 or like number 7 or number 9 or something like that. I think there's 2 or 3 books in the first 10 or 15 issues that Namor's actually on the cover. But yeah, they number them all over the place. Yeah, it ain't
I know
for
we're
yeah.
talking
That's Scarlet
That's
Witch
X-Men
and
though, right?
Quicksilver.
Is he talking about X-Men or FF?
No. You're right. It's a Fantastic Four book. He thought it was an X-Men book, but no, it's not. It's yeah, it's like his first Silver Age appearance, and it's in a low digit FF book. My FF6 has Namor and Second Doom. Yeah, it might be number 6. Quite possibly. 52. Where are the other ones? I know I have it more in here somewhere. Don't like to go backwards and forwards. Okay, no, that is the only one I have here. Right, Subby's first silver. Oh, it is X-Men. Okay, I thought it was Fantastic Four for some strange reason. Maybe it was an X-Men book then.
This saves me. I was going to do a bag and board and stream tomorrow, I think, but I don't think I will anymore.
I'm ironically also sleeving at the moment. Well done, sicko. Yeah, what have we got? Some classic Werewolf by Night goodness. Yeah, from what Dave was telling me, apparently this one's going to be even bigger because apparently Billy's even branching off to another one of the rooms.
He did that last time.
Did he? Oh, okay. Because I haven't been to the new
not?
building yet.
You didn't come to the one where I was selling, did you?
No, I haven't been to because he's done 2 or 3 in the new building.
Yeah, so as soon as you walk in, instead of the room on the right's the main one, on the left there's like a smaller room. So originally, he was going to put me in that room, and it was cheaper in that room. So obviously I wanted the cheaper room, but then last minute he was like, "Hey man, sorry, I forgot about one person I already promised that room table, so I had to go to the bigger room," which I'm so glad because the smaller room, I don't know, the bigger room there was more action going on. I don't think my sales would have been affected either way though, so maybe going to the cheaper room might have been smarter, but I preferred being in the bigger room.
Yeah, well, by the sounds of things, it's going to be a bit painful me going to this thing with little money.
With what? Little money?
Yeah, little money. Yeah.
Why don't you just? I don't know. I was going to say, why don't you bring some books to trade?
Yeah, well, I'm mainly going to meet Dave for the first time, and he's got some stuff for me. So,
wait, was Dave selling last time? Because
yeah, I think he was there last time.
Selling?
Yeah, selling. He only goes there to sell.
That's what I thought. Because he said he met me, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm trying to remember."
He probably would have been the only one selling there with a Pommy accent.
But I was very panicked that day. I was like, because I was nervous because it was my first time selling.
There we go. So Fantastic Four 4 is first silver Namor. So yeah, so it might be a reprint of that, but
I've got that in the Newton, but it's number 3 for some reason in the Newton run.
Yeah, they do that. Machine Man number 1. First appearance of Machine Man.
Beware of the Planet of the Apes. Hashtag Planet of the Apes guy.
Oh, God. I think I got a Planet of the Apes book in that Legion loot that I won. It's probably, I think it's a John Jang variant or something. I probably won't end up keeping that. Where are we? Machine Man. Machine Man Volume 1. Boom. Add to collection. Have you got a lot more books to sell, or you're a bit sort of
No, well, I
Iffy
didn't sell
about
that many last time.
Mm.
I definitely can go through my stuff, and yes, I think I'm getting better at having the idea of letting go. But the problem is, there's a lot of books that I think I want to sell, and they're not big books, but like books that I just think in a few years' time, when they're no longer around, then they'll, I could sell them for a little bit more.
Yeah,
like certain variant covers and stuff like that. But I think it's more just getting rid of shit I don't need for cheap $5 and here and there.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to go right up. Yeah, I still got to give Sarah that bloody money for.
Oh yeah, give us that, because if that's still in the box for the next time I sell.
Oh, if you end up selling her, you end up selling her. It was more because I was just like, yeah, I wouldn't mind having that book, and like, might have made your selling thing a little bit better, but
yeah, but I wouldn't have kept the money, so
yeah, you would have given it to Sarah. Yeah, can't get it back in there now. It's the only thing I hate about certain types of Mylars.
You got Mylar?
Oh, it's only because when I bought the book, it came in it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only time I ever get Mylar. You never see Mylar in shops here. Like, I've seen them online, like to get locally, but I've never seen a shop sell Mylar.
Nah.
And I was thinking, like, ages ago, I was going to get, like, because I think they come in pack of 50s and not 100, right?
Oh, I think it's even less than that. I think it's like Mylar, some stupid number like 30 or something.
No, I feel like I was watching a pack of Mylars and there were 50 of them in there. I was going to buy them and then like have to decide which 50 books I was going to put in there and do a video called Mylar Worthy.
Mylar Madness.
I got my vlog coming out tonight of visiting your mates.
Visiting... What, did you actually go to Alternate and do a vlog?
No, they're not your mates. They're nobody's mates. They got no friends.
What are you talking about then?
Pop
Toys.
Yeah, I went to Pop Toys.
Oh, yeah. But Andrew wasn't there because Brickvention was on.
Yes, that's right.
Which I didn't realise until after you asked me about it. And then I saw a bloody post on his Facebook thing. And I'm like, oh, Brickvention. Oh, crap, he's not even going to be there.
Yeah, and then Jackie... So I asked Jackie, I was like, hey, I'm up to this. No, we're not live. This is the past.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or the future. Astonishing expense went down in value. First Abigail. Yeah, no, like Sarah's got a copy of the first Kamala Khan, which I don't have. And I just said, look, if you don't sell it, I'll buy it or whatever.
Buy it. It's not selling. Just sitting in my box.
So I thought, why not just bloody buy it? I'm not really after modern keys, or besides the three main ones that I want. Yeah, there is, Sicko. I did post it in there. You're more than willing to jump on, mate, if you want. Journey is in a mood tonight. Okay. Well, I won't be going hours upon hours. I'm literally just do what I need to do, and then that's it, because I don't think my internet or my my phone.
You're looking better now. Just as I said that, you went off shit again.
All right, let's make it rain.
It's so bizarre that it's an Apple feature and not a StreamYard thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought it was. But then,
wait, it probably only works as... Oh, no, I was going to say, maybe it only works on your webcam, but I'm using a separate webcam.
Because it's got portrait as well. So you click on portrait, and it's supposed to like fuzz the background a little bit, so it focuses on you. Then you can turn it on, or you can go studio light, and it sort of does this weird... Actually, that looks a little bit better, actually. Doesn't look as...
You did clear up a little bit, actually. Your internet's still crap, but it looks better now.
It's fucking horrible.
We're not crapping.
Here's Sticko.
What's going on, mate?
What's going on?
You're doing some bagging and boarding as well.
I am squeezing my magic card deck.
Oh. Hey, if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. Have you started looking at selling any of all those books that you have? All those doubles and triples and 10 copies of everything?
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
No.
He's like, I mentioned like First Gore the God Butcher, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a book that I want. He goes, oh yeah, at the moment I got like 10 copies of it.
Yeah, I've got the amnesia. I get excited and I buy it.
Yeah.
And I go home and I'm like, wait.
The only key I've got lots of is
Awesome.
I got, I think, 3 copies of the first Angela now. I'm probably going to chuck one in when I do my next giveaway.
The Spawn one or the Marvel one?
The Spawn one. You gave me one. So
I
bought
gave
one off
you had a
Mark.
shitty copy. I gave you a good copy.
Yeah. And then I recently bought one that came with the first appearance in Marvel as well. So I just wanted the Marvel one. But it came together. I was like, why not? It's about the same price as just buying the fucking Image one. So I figured I'll probably give one away in my next giveaway. How
You're
good
thinking
does
of
Mando
doing
come
one
up?
at...
Just holding the helmet.
Yeah, it's not
Looks
bad.
cute. What's that?
You're going to do one at 2K?
Well, I was supposed to do a 1,500 subscriber giveaway, and I don't know what I'm on now, but I'm like over 1,600. So I was like, do I just make it a 1,600 giveaway? Well, that kind of sounds weird. So I think once I get to maybe 1,700, I'll do a road to 2K. What's going on, CJ? What are you drinking there, mate?
It's coffee.
Coffee. Like iced black coffee or something.
I can't fucking sleep.
Oh, maybe because you're drinking coffee.
Well, I'm drinking coffee now because I'm up. I got up again. I'm like, what the fuck? And I might as well be productive and do shit.
Did you make that at home?
Yeah.
Do you just carry those takeaway cups at home?
That's right.
Would you? You could probably start a shop out of your home then, like a coffee shop.
My dad has a shop, so I have
a good coffee journey.
No, my dad has a bakery, so like I like a lot of times I'll take sleeves and stuff like that and have them at home, and it helps not clean. I drink and then I throw it away. I don't have to wash cups. At the same time, a lot of times I drink them to go. Like I'll make it home and then I'll go.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
How is he doing?
Forget about it. The old man's gonna fucking drive me fucking nuts, man. He's gonna fucking drive me nuts, man. You have no fucking idea, dude. He fucking runs out like he's like fucking 5 years old in the fucking cold with just a shirt on. He's sweating, and he gets pneumonia. And people are like, he's like, I don't know how this happened to me. Well, I wonder how it happened to you when everybody's telling you don't fucking run around like a little fucking kid. It's like, then he gets pneumonia, then he gets the flu on top of it. I'm running to the hospital. It's like a third world country at the hospital I go to. And I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? I take him to like the best hospital in the area. It literally was like a fucking third world country. Third world country. Like they'll do it like dumping everybody in the halls. Like they might as well like here, it's garbage. You stay in the hall. We'll get to you when we get to you, kind of a thing. Yeah. It was nuts.
Is it a small hospital or?
Dude, it's a big hospital. It's actually one of the best hospitals in the area, New York Presbyterian. It was nuts. You have no idea, man. It was fucking drove me. Finally brought it back home, and he's like, I want to go to work. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You want to go to work? He barely move, and he wants to go back to work.
That's an old school wog for you, mate. That's what they do.
Yeah, well, you know what the problem is? He infected me with the same kind of disease. That's why I am the way I am. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tells me I'm like my father's son. So I'm actually literally the worst person to be taking him to these things because they're like we're sitting and fighting half the time.
Which, if he's sick, is not exactly helpful. But
well, he doesn't listen. That's the problem. It makes my sister cry. Yeah.
How old is he?
75. 1948.
Same year as my mom.
But he acts like he's a fucking 175.
my dad will be 89 this year.
Yeah, my dad was pretty chill in hospital. He wasn't like, he was just kind of quiet, but also he just wanted to die.
So what do you guys do? Bag and boarding? I might as well start freaking organizing my shit too because I got all kinds of crazy shit going on over here.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd do a live stream because then it'll make me do it. Regardless of whether anybody watches or anybody joins, it'll just make me do it.
You know, that's not a bad idea.
Because I hate buying doubles because we got a comic fair here on Sunday, so I don't want to be buying any doubles.
Maybe you could do that more often. That way, it gives me an excuse to jump on here and organize myself too. I call it. I opened up a box that I had like sitting around forever before when Nick was doing his stream.
Yeah,
and discovered I had my Garbage Pail Kids in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they were doing like a card stream, weren't they?
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, let me open that stuff up. This was in there with it. So what the fuck was there? I forgot what I ordered. That's the thing. I ordered it and I put it on the side. I forgot what the fuck. You don't want to see what's in here. No, you don't want to see what's in here. You want to see what's in here?
Have you got porn stuff in there?
Could be.
Did you get samples from the bunny range?
I think this guy pranked me. You want to see? He sent me garbage. I ordered four boxes of Garbage Pail Kids, and this is what he sent me with it. Send me this. I don't know why he sent me this. Mr. and Mrs. X, number one.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't cover.
I'm assuming that's Rogue and Gambit. I hate it. You know what? When you get stuff, do you hate it when they write on the bag? I hate it when they write on the bag. Like, leave it clean. Use a sticky note.
Yeah, if you don't really need to, there's no like you see people running the auctions, they generally would just have post-it notes, sticky notes, whatever, and just go, okay, this is for CJ, this is for Simple Simon, whatever.
This guy writes like Journey right on the fucking back. I got other people that write a whole mathematical equations on the back of the bag. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, this one, look, this is for you, Spidey. Look at that.
All right, don't get me cancelled.
Milk.
What the hell is that?
It's milk number 31, and it's adults only. It's created by a label called Sin Factory. No, boobs are allowed because boobs are universal throughout the world. Everybody has boobs. Men and
people are being cancelled for showing boobs.
Okay, so I won't show them again. Well, you're definitely not going to want to see this one on there. Under a blood red moon. Here, all right, I'll hide her boobs. She's got boobs out.
Looks like it'd be a cool cover, though.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. She's all like, I don't know why he sent me this stuff. Well, this is look at this. This is what I probably ordered.
Oh, now that's cool.
This is what I probably ordered. He sent me a whole bunch of boob books with it.
That's more my liking, that one.
Yeah, I think I needed this one for my run of them because I have almost all of these Strange Tales with Nick Fury and and what's his name? Doctor Strange.
Actually showed a fucking rough condition, but
what the fuck is this? All right, let me hide
Sean.
Hey,
Heat
Sean.
Seeker. Heat Seeker.
No.
She's got boobs, and if you take a good look, you can see the vagina.
Yeah. That's strange. Have you got Strange Tales 127? That's first Cloak of Levitation, first Eye of Agamotto, and I think first Mindless Ones, I think.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So that's what I had in there. Now I gotta file this shit. How do I file boobs?
Make a divider for it.
Under your boobs box.
I'd send them to you. I'd send them to you, but you'd freaking you wouldn't even take advantage and unbox them alive.
No, definitely not.
See, this annoys the shit out of me. Look at this guy. He wrote on every single bag, and then he's got this resealable tape here. He didn't even use a resealable tape. He used regular tape. Like, what are you doing, guy?
Look at this bag I got, man. Like, just one random bag in the middle. It's got like, can you see it? These.
Oh, it's got like ass on it.
No, what? It's just got like it's like a damaged bit in the middle. I want a refund.
You don't need to keep me big.
I use on my personal comic books. I like to use Scotch tape, but if I ever send, I would never send out that. I've deliberately like taken the tape off and then added painter's tape just to make it look like I also use painter's tape. But, I don't know. I just like the ability to keep it nice and tight.
Who do you make nice and tight?
The bags.
Oh, okay.
That's dirty.
I'm asking. I didn't hear you. I'm zipping away over here.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Your mic volume is very low, Sicko. It's actually quite hard to hear you.
It adds the ambience. It adds the ambiance. Like you want him to sound like low and thicko-ish.
Sounds like Darth Vader.
At least it was a productive day. I got some work done from home while I was home today because I didn't go out. Like I came from the hospital and it ended up staying home and working from there. And I got to do my sexual harassment training for work, mandatory sexual harassment training. That was interesting.
Was that just watching videos and stuff, or?
Yeah, I have to basically watch this whole freaking online class with videos and like stupid people talking and telling me about all kinds of stuff that I really don't give a crap about. And
do they have like actors that are reenacting like a situation? Yeah,
exactly. Like it showed a whole bunch of we got it. Like it's supposed to be a sexual harassment thing, and then all of a sudden they turned it into let's teach you about genders too. I was like, what the hell? Like, seriously. There is only male and female. Is that correct? All right, yes. Like, no, that is incorrect.
Oh God.
So I'm stuck on it for about 20 minutes because I kept writing no. There's only two. And then they say, no, it's incorrect.
No, there's like 45 different kinds now.
Like literally. Did you know what a cis female is?
No idea.
Apparently, I am a cisgender fuck, as
Yeah, you
Cicely
might
said in the
better.
hallway.
How's your dad doing, by the way, Spidey?
Yeah, there's a bit of a development on that too. He's
It
got
doesn't sound good.
low-grade lymphoma.
Oh shit.
So dad's got cancer, basically. So, yeah. The hits just keep on coming.
So what does the doctor say?
He's just started tablets. They don't. He's not doing chemo or radio or anything like that. They're going to try these tablets and see if it does anything. If the tablets work, then he'll be able to be managed on tablets. If they don't work, then Plan B.
So, sometimes they do. Like my mom's on tablets, and they've been working. So
yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that they've had very adverse reactions to the tablets, and then a few other friends have said look, that's worked for my mum or my uncle or whatever. So
listen, everybody's body works differently. That's
exactly.
But at the same time, you're not going to sit there and play with radiation and chemos and stuff like that on an 89-year-old man.
No, definitely not. And I think that's why they went the tablet route too.
That's the thing. Like a lot of times, I have friends of mine that their parents are going through similar things. They're like, we're just going to go through the chemo or the radiation or this. I'm like, dude, the guy, or your mom or your dad, do they really want to go at that age, like through those therapies and all that stuff, and get tortured for that time? There's got to be other ways for them to be able to be more comfortable.
And I've known friends that have gone through I don't know anybody gone through radio, but I know people have gone through chemo, and they've been in their 20s or 30s, and that shit wipes them out. Oh yeah, every time they do it. So you can imagine a freaking almost 90-year-old man buddy going through that'd kill him.
Either that or really mess them up.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not.
I'm hoping the best, man.
Yeah, it's literally been I've had so many fucking hits since COVID that I'm surprised I'm still going.
You know what the thing is? We're all at that age right now where our parents, for the most part, for a lot of our parents are at those ages where they're they're falling apart ages.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, exactly. And but you always sort of see your parents as bulletproof, and they're going to go forever and shit like that, and just not the case.
I will say this: my father was yelling at me the whole ride back, so I knew his spirit. He was getting his energy back.
Yeah, you knew it was all right, basically.
He's getting better.
Yeah.
That's how I gauge his energy levels. If he's got enough energy to start yelling and complaining about shit, that means he's getting better.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's like my old man. I know that if he starts being a smart ass or he's being cheeky or something, that I know he's having a good day.
Your dad, when he came into my work, it was a while ago now, but he was pretty lively. He was making jokes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and that's Simon sent me to see Simon.
Yeah. He has his good days and he has his bad days.
I mean, he didn't look in great shape because he's had the walker and stuff like that. But
yeah,
I guess mentally he seemed like he was pretty together.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Some days he'll just sit in his chair and he just sounds like he's got dementia some days because he's just totally out of it. Other days, he'll be a bit of a smart ass and he'll be fine. So yeah, it's
you never know how things are going to come.
No, exactly. That's
so Sicko, have you kicked TM's ass yet?
What?
I'm talking about Sicko.
Oh no,
you saving it for him.
I try to live by the philosophy that if we can leave it in the past, we will. Some people that they don't get that treatment. Sometimes they've done something that just is absolutely outrageous to me that I'm like, You know, just the
Completely
risk,
apprehensive.
the risk of you in my life doing that again is just not. And been I've been through some shit, and it wasn't that bad. When I got some rest, woke up the next day.
So what happened?
It,
You were on your period that day, and you were like extra grumpy.
I was just like, man, I just don't want to deal with drama.
Are we allowed to say period on Spidey's channel? Is that going to get us canceled?
No, because period's a normal word.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I had a magic tournament coming up, and I just reached a
Oh
threshold
my
where
god,
I
are
was
you one of
like,
those magic nuts?
um, I play Magic competitively.
The answer is yes.
Oh my!
I don't know if I qualify as a Magic nut because
You
like
play professionally.
the
That's called a magic nut.
I think that's a nut, hey?
I don't know if I got lucky or if I'm like gifted at this, but I got put on a Magic team. I started playing around Christmas just because I needed something else because everything was stressing me out.
Oh, so this is only
And,
just new, is it?
Oh, you. Oh my god, the cult just got you in there.
it just got me in, yeah.
Oh shit!
And I met a great group of guys here in Saskatoon, and they are the Magic,
Oh.
like they are like literal fucking wizards. Like I'm just like, wait, what?
Wait, do
What?
they like really believe they're wizards and like walk around with like?
No, that's just like my like you can be like a grinder or like a good player,
Because I
or
got a couple of those in my neighborhood. They walk around all day with their freaking wizard loot shit.
what?
Yeah, that's right.
What?
Dude,
I want to hear about the
canceled,
wizards.
this should get you canceled, Spidey. There you go. Let's take a good look. OJ Simpson. The juice is loose.
I was gonna say O.J. Simpson.
That's right. And Mike Ditka. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You want to hear what about the nuts that walk around with the freaking magic gear all day? Dude, it was two grown freaking men. It was still warm, so it must have been still like October the time or whatever. And they were literally running around with their cloaks and their like jackets and shit and like bow ties, and they were waving wands at each other, like running around in the street. Like, what the fuck is this?
Expelliarmus.
Yeah, they were saying some fucking words like that. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Wing Ding Levioso, or whatever it is.
I don't know.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I don't know what the bing bing bangalang ding dong or whatever they were saying. You know what? There's a time and place. You don't do that in the middle of New York City, man.
Unless you're going to a comic convention, of course.
No, it wasn't. Listen, if it was comic convention time, all right. I could. Trust me, I see some weird shit during comic convention time when I'm on the train going to the Javits Center.
Oh, I can imagine.
See, oh my god, every single little anime Japanese chick comes out of nowhere, and they're all like dressed like Sailor Moons. All of them.
So I got back from my tournament this weekend, and I placed top 8.
Holy shit! Is that good?
My first turn out of 60 people.
I was waiting for you to say out of 10 people then.
At least it's not last. If it was
out of 60 people, that's good, especially for a first time.
I don't know what that means. You have to give me an explanation.
See, that's how I felt. They kept being like, "You're doing great," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks, guys." And they're like, "No, you're doing really good." And I'm like,
Did they
"Kinda
call you like
cool."
a master yet, or something like that?
Do you have an
Oh
outfit?
God, no! I'm such a rookie. Once I got to the top 8, I played my buddy who taught me everything about Magic, and he knows every single card in my deck. And I'm like, well, that was a fun run.
Do you
So
win
I tried to.
anything?
Yeah, I won. I won $250 store credit.
Well, that's cool. And how much did
Yeah,
you have to spend?
$30 to play.
All right, that's good.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're ahead. So
Oh, it's very good. I was thinking you're gonna say $250 to enter. I was like, all
Where-
right.
Where do they hold these? Where do they hold these events? The comic shops and stuff. Or?
So
The magic place.
it's a tour that goes
Oh,
like in a circuit.
like the
And
Vans Warp Club.
stops different cities, and this year it happened to stop in my city, just out of luck, and so all of my friends were getting ready for it, and they were like, "Well, if you're gonna enter, like you gotta really grind." So I put 2,000 hours into Magic Online Arena.
What
I
the
was like,
fuck?
is that good enough? And they're like, yeah, that'll do it. And they gave me a deck, and I had not seen the deck before. I just got the deck that morning, and I played that deck, and I got top 8.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
So you get a random deck when you go?
No. Everyone makes their deck. But, like, because I have no idea how to make a deck, so I'm brand new, someone made a deck for me and handed it to me, and I played it. And so the team got 8.
How do you know they
6,
give you shitty cards?
second.
What if
Well,
they give you shitty cards?
But
well,
first
he
draw, I
came
was
8th
like,
out of
what
60,
the
so they can't
hell
be
is
that shit.
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he'd come 59th out of 60, you're like, yeah, they screwed him and he got a shit deck. But yeah, if you got
What if he won just off of intimidation? Maybe he was just staring at them until they gave up.
that's on the cards too, literally, pun intended.
But
I would do that if I was Sicko.
it's I
What do you mean I'm losing? They just stare at them.
so I'd be like, turn 3, you have 1 health, I have 19, and I'm like, this can't be right. He's gonna like be like, Judge, this guy's cheating, and they're like, yeah, I die, and I'm like, what? And I was like, yeah, so we got some time to kill. Where you from? Like, are you from like a nearby town, or are you from Saskatoon? He's like, yeah, I flew in from Quebec. And I was like,
Oh, what the fuck? They chit chat too? I thought
well,
it'd be
not usually, but when you decimate your opponent and you've got extra time, and I tried to small talk him and found out that he had traveled a very long way to just get like absolutely creamed by me. Man, I felt really guilty.
Oh, so you weren't even just winning; you were wrecking them, huh?
I fucking wrecked that guy. I felt really bad. I felt really bad. I was like, oh, let's see what this deck does. Fucking just shit everywhere. And I was just like, oh, how so you die, huh? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, let's play another one just for fun. And then we played a second one after that. And I was
Did you
just
wreck him
like,
on the second one too?
oh my God, like if these weren't my cards, I would have been like, here, play with my deck for a round. But they weren't my cards, so I just had to keep wrecking them. And I was like, I don't know what to do, man. You want to just keep sitting here telling me how you came like across the country, or
Did they let you keep the deck?
no? I had to give the deck back.
Oh man! So now what? Now they're like, oh, this guy's fucking good. I'm not gonna fucking give him a deck again.
Well, I went to the store and I bought all the cards that I needed to make the deck, and now I'm
So you
sleeping.
could go and buy them. It's not like random cards that you have to get.
You can buy singles and you can buy packs.
So like if you buy packs, then what happens? Like you're stuck, you get like weird cards and shit, and
It's like gambling.
Pokemons.
You might get something good, you might not get something good.
It is like gambling, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, well, like some
is.
some
Like Pokemon
cards
cards.
are like $90.
It's worse than gambling because it's like gambling with like weirdo shit cards. That's why you're like here.
So you
I'm
spend
gonna put a picture
$90
on top of
on a
it.
card, and then in like 6 months, you can no longer use that card in your format because it's out of rotation, and you have to go buy a different $90 card.
Oh, what a fucking racket!
What a fucking racket, right?
Do a video about it.
They just spent back your $250 you won on their Mickey Mouse cards.
Yeah. So what I
You see
found
that
out
fucking racket?
online. So what I found out online is like guys form teams, and when they open packs, you know, they gather all their good cards together, and they build the best deck, and they send it out with their best players, and they win the most money, and they come back and they build and build and build. And luckily I got a part of that steam train, and I'm hoping we're gonna wreck. We got some guys that are like fucking Jedis, like some goddamn Harry Potter wizards. Like I'm like, you're using fucking vowels and syllables, bro, but I don't know what's happening.
Wait, did you talk shit to them while you're beating them? Like, listen, you Harry Potter freak, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Oh man, I was so nervous, and I was like, okay, I'll do 9 damage. He's like, bro, I have 1 health. I was like, oops. Just spent like 20 minutes like playing all these lands, and I'm like,
what does that
throw 10 damage at your face.
In your face.
Dude, there's nothing worse than a cocky nerd.
And I was like, fuck.
Do you tell
I look like a cocky nerd? And I was like, oh, bro, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you call
I know what really happened. What happened is they'd start playing. Sicko would like stand up with like being a fucking brick shit ass that he is. They'd be like, oh no, I'm dead now. I quit. And get scared of him.
I'll tell you, I bet you he just fucking stares at them and shit. And they're like, holy shit, look at this fucking guy. I'm fucking getting away from him. I'm done.
There was one point where I just like stared at the dude for like 2 minutes, and he's like, do you know it's your turn? I was like, no. And I was like, I play a land, and I passed the turn, and then I just kept staring at him, and I was like,
do you know it's my turn?
So freaking awkward.
Oh,
I'm sure that had to do a lot with your fucking winning, dude. They're probably looking at you like, what the fuck is he gonna do to me?
I got overwhelmed at one point because
dude,
like
you got like these freaking fighter hands. You got like old pedicured magic people hands. They're gonna fucking look at you and they're like, oh my god, he's gonna mangle me.
I would just for reference, Simon, we're talking about the time that Sicko was on one of the Insomniac streams, and he was literally crushing walnuts with one bare hand.
Yes, no exaggeration.
Yeah, and we're like, what the fuck is shit? Oh my god,
he's this Saskatchewan grappler.
I need more tape. I will be back.
Holy shit boxes! I gotta throw boxes away. I gotta fucking shit. It's all your fault, Spidey.
His face.
Where's the camera? There we go.
Look at this guy, man.
Why did he have a walnut so close by as well?
Because he likes walnuts.
Are you like
Love
walnuts?
eating
or-
them.
Spidey, you don't ask too many questions. He'll crush your freaking red dyed head with his one hand, like a
Walnut,
walnut.
walnut strength. That's a new thing. Walnut strength.
That's right.
Caveman hands.
Mate, you're such a savage. I'm surprised you just don't fucking eat the walnut without cracking it. Just fucking
Oh my gosh.
start chewing on it.
Biggie's like, your magic's intimidating. Could you imagine Biggie competing in a magic competition too?
There's a
Oh man. One of my new favorite characters of all time is Shaq Turn. Hold on, let me say it right. Shaq Turney. Shaq Turney.
Shaq Tunney.
I'm not saying it right. Shaq Turney.
Shaq
Shaq
Tunney.
Tunny.
Shaq Turney.
Tunney.
Shaq Turney.
Oh, you try to do the Biggie
Like
accent?
Dunny. Oh wait, Dunny's
Shaq
not.
Penny. Man, I laughed for like 20 minutes. My wife had to check on me.
I don't know why you laughing. Freaking Shaq Tunney is a serious dude, man.
Oh my god, I love that character.
Don't mess with Shaq Tunney, man.
You don't
Yeah,
mess
he's
with
no
Shaq
joke.
Turner.
He will get your ass out of the league right away. Out of the
I
club.
love that character. Man. I only just found out about him like 2 days ago, maybe
Are you
yesterday.
serious? He's been doing that for a while now, man.
I know.
With his whole fucking suit gimmick and the whole nine.
YouTube just decided to show it to me like the other
He's
day.
got all these bags. Every like
The man likes
every
bags.
random bags is like a big crease on them, or
Oh,
you know what I'm
God.
gonna do? It's time to count fucking bags and boards. Hold on.
Huh?
Let me go grab some bags and boards. I start counting.
this is so random. Like just every like 10th bag is like has like an issue with it. I've never had that before.
What's the problem? Like defective?
Or either there'll be this crazy crease going through, and it's weird because the one underneath won't have it. Or
Which
there'll be
brand?
I've got ones that have like been punctured. It looks like it's been like, but it's like just a random. Like it's not like multiple in a row.
Well,
There'll just be one.
expose them. What brand?
BCW, which I've
Son
never had
of a
issues.
bitch.
I've never had
Gonna
issues.
say
with.
BCW.
Don't get CJ started on bags and boards.
Well, I got.
See that? See that?
Look at that. You should you not complain about that?
Was it just
and
is
then-
it folded or is it cut?
No, it's like a real. It's like
like
a
a-
hardcore crease. Like, but it's just like it's just random ones. It's not like the ones behind it will be. It'll just be one random one like that. And then I've got these ones. I've got like 4 of these.
It's like they're blown weird or
Look
something.
at this.
That's what
Yes.
she said.
Can you see that?
Yeah, it's like defective.
Oh,
It's like-
the dents in it.
But the weird thing is, like, it's not like it's a bunch of them in a row, which you would think. It's just a random one, like in the middle of good ones. It's
well, they
just
try to
random.
shove one in every so often to get rid of them.
Yeah, that's true. Right?
Joy.
It's like an unlucky dip.
You got the variant editions. What, you don't think like listen, if I was opening the bags of boards and I was getting what Simon did, you better believe I was going to be starting a stream talking about that.
As if you haven't done it before. Why did I get 99 bags and not 99 boards?
I don't know why there's
Oh, yeah,
not
that's,
more
that's
people.
never, I think that's, yeah, I've always had more or less. Like it's never been even.
More boards?
I've had both now, actually. Usually I've had more bags. But last time it was the other way around. Last time I used up all my bags and I still had a couple of boards. So,
I'm
yeah, it's
always
really weird.
freaking short on the freaking boards. Always.
Yeah,
From certain
usually
companies.
with the boards.
Not all the companies, but a lot of the companies I'm short on. And that irritates me, man. It irritates me because you know why it irritates me? Not because they're stealing 5 cents from me, whatever the fuck the board costs, or whatever it is. It's the fact that it says 100 on the bag on the thing. If I served the client or I gave a customer of mine something and I wrote 100%, I back my words. There's 100 in there. Maybe you'll even get more, but you're guarantee of 100 that's in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like if CJ said there's 100, he'll also follow that up with count them. You can count them.
Yeah. I give you my count guarantee. You know, I'll give you the money back, and I'll give you another pack if it's short. Like, what the hell? Like, you know, that irritates the hell out of me because there's no accountability. People are sitting there outraged. Oh my god, can you believe what they're charging for this and all this hype and stuff like that? Dude, you're buying bags of boards every day and you're getting ripped off right in front of your face, and nobody's complaining about it. You know you're gonna get ripped off, and you're not complaining about it.
All right, I'm gonna make tracks, guys. Silver Age. Thanks, Spidey. That was a good session. I got a fair bit
Are
done.
they?
I've still got more. I just got stuff I've got to do. I've got to make dessert. I'm hungry. Can I plug something quickly?
Yeah, go for your life.
If you guys ever wanted to see the shop where MadSpidey buys his pop vinyls, my vlog of that shop will be coming out in about 49 minutes. So forget about this channel. Tune in to the Simple Simon channel in 49 minutes to see the shop where Spidey buys his pops.
Wait, is that the shop that you hate?
No. That's where he buys his comics.
You haven't ranted about that shop you hate in a while.
Well, I don't want to give him too much shine, you know. So, but you know what's funny?
Well,
So
you did do it in your 5 years on YouTube.
Yeah, well, no, that was a highlight. But you know, if me and Sarah get that house that we looked at the other week, it's literally right around the corner from there. They will literally be so close, but I still won't go there because they're a bunch of.
Oh, you guys are house hunting?
We're just looking for a place to, just rent
to
to move out together because this place is not really.
You do realize that means you're going to be like right around the corner from Beck too.
That's good. We can hang out more.
She's in Baronia, so I did get a message from Sarah today in capital saying we need to catch up.
So,
and I'm like, yeah, it's been a while.
All right, guys, you guys have fun, and I'll speak to you.
You have fun.
I will have fun. I'm going to make some sticky date pudding.
Well, all right.
All right.
Bye, Sarah.
All right. Have fun, guys. Peace.
Right. Take it
Hey,
easy.
mate.
What was that, Ultra Pro, Spidey?
Yes, it is.
Those are pretty decent. Bags are always more than enough in there. And the boards, there's sometimes 99 in there, but I also got something with that 101 in there. So, like, it evens out.
Well, I generally, over here, it's more the fact of what you can get at the time. So, like, because remember how you guys had the, the bag shortage at one time, then you had the board shortage another time, and then you had both. We still find that is still going on.
Why don't you make your own?
It's actually, I was thinking about the board, obviously, the board side of things, and I'm like, I'd probably end up cutting it wrong or something. Nah, fuck it. I'll just buy them. Like at the moment now, like.
Well, you guys must have paper manufacturers there, right?
There are. I have tried some. There is a place here called Incognito Comics. They have a retail store, but during COVID, they ended up deciding to close the store to the general public and just go online. They actually have a manufacturer right around the corner from them that they actually get bags and boards made. So I gave them a try. I liked the bags, but I hated the boards. Even though they were Silver Age boards, they seemed to not fit in the Silver Age bags properly. It didn't matter what brand of bags I tried. They just didn't fit in there properly. So I'm like, they're obviously cutting them wrong.
No, clearly. But they can't be the only ones that are doing that.
No, exactly.
Well, how are they selling their bags and boards and putting their comics in those bags and boards if they don't fit in? Right.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the thing. Like over here, actually, I can show you.
Well, I'm actually going to be doing a video about that.
Most back issues are like this. They're literally just put in like a thin shrink wrap poly bag. That's how they actually put their back issues in.
Really? So you have to actually break a seal to get through it?
Yeah, well, it's literally just thin, rubbishy fucking shit. And a lot of the comic shops here will do that. If it's older books, they'll generally bag and board them properly. But if it's sort of within the last 5 years sort of back issues or
Shrink wrap.
current sort of back issues. Yeah, like this fucking rubbish shit.
But it's sealed at least.
It's sealed, but it doesn't protect anything. Besides, it only protects it from dust. That's it.
Well,
It's still get dinged around and everything.
it's
and-
important. Dust is important
Mm.
for allergens.
Yeah.
It's hygienic.
Mm.
They're COVID free, those comics.
Unless somebody actually had COVID and put it in there and then sealed it in there with it.
Oh shit. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
They gave you sealed COVID. Holy shit. That must be even worse.
That's how they distributed it across the
Through
globe.
comics. We're gonna find out that COVID got distributed through the great polybag comic scandal.
Trust me, Biggie, if you had condoms made out of that shit, you'd be getting everybody pregnant. That stuff's as thin as fuck.
Oh, but that's actually one of the things I'm actually I have multiple size boards and bags. And here's the problem that I'm seeing right now. You got current, you have modern, you have regular / silver age, you have silver age, you have golden age. And here's the thing. You don't know what the fuck what is what. Like the bags are so weird. And every company, let's say you get silver age bags, every company makes their silver age a different size. It's not one uniform size.
I think the most confusing one, and like I buy Silver Age for everything, regardless of whether it's moderns or silver or whatever going in them. I just buy silver for everything. But the most one, and I actually found this out from Simon, between current and modern.
Yep. And regular.
It's confusing because I said to Simon, I said, we accidentally bought some modern ones or current ones, whatever it was. And I said, look, this doesn't fit half of my old books. Do you want them? You can just have them. So I gave it to him and he goes, it doesn't fit half of my books in there.
Yeah,
and I'm like, but it says it's current or modern or whatever it was. And he goes, yeah, it just doesn't fit in there. You got to buy the other one, whatever the other one is.
They're super tight.
Yeah. So it's like, what's the fucking point of that?
For an ash can or print. That's what they work well with.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be designed for comic books, obviously.
So here's the thing: you got modern, you got current. An Ultra Pro, that's how they set themselves: modern, current, silver age.
So what's the difference between modern and current?
I'm sorry, modern, current, and silver age. Now, there's other companies that do modern, current, regular. The fuck is regular? Regular, and then they'll do another one called regular / silver age, which is in between the regular and the silver age. Then you got silver age. It's like I mean, seriously, dude. Seriously.
Just make it like modern comic, silver age, golden age. Because golden age is obviously thick.
God forbid you buy a pack of boards from one company and a bag of boards from another company. You're fucked. You're fucked. You know, eat it. You know, that's basically it.
And they have they have designated ones for like magazine style books.
Yeah.
I think
they got magazine ones.
Yeah.
They do got magazine ones, but here's the thing: if you got a thick magazine, you out of luck, my friend.
Yeah.
You got Treasury. They got bags for those too. Here's a problem: not all the Treasury bags fit properly on all the Treasuries.
Yeah.
Then they have Life magazine size bags and boards, which could fit some of the Treasuries. They might not fit all the Treasuries. They might be too oversized. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's like just streamline it so it's easy to follow.
Make one uniform size, like make 3 uniform size. Modern or current, call it current, silver age, the golden age. That's all you need. And then you go into the magazine formats.
Yeah.
They have all these sizes. They don't have. Here's the thing I'm trying to do. I have a ton of ash cans.
Hmm.
Why don't you make little bags and boards for the ash cans?
Yeah, that would make. Well, they make manga bags, like for manga books. Because I know 'cause the missus, she's got a whole stack of manga books.
Yeah, but manga
So-
is bigger than the ash cans.
Yeah, it thicker, yes, thicker, but not. It's almost. It's probably actually a little bit smaller than ash cans, actually, like physical size wise. But it'd be obviously like like that thick sort of thing instead of just a comic book thick.
Yeah, so you put it in the bag, it's gonna be floating around all over the place.
Yeah.
I have a question.
It's a bit of a weird fit, but yeah, it works.
Somebody might have an
go on,
answer.
Sicko.
I'm not making fun of you. Can you say manga?
It's manga, not manga.
Manga.
That's
That's
what
manga.
I was like, he's either saying it intentionally that way, or it's an accent. But you like
he's
in
been
that sentence,
Australian. Have you picked
you
that up
said
on him?
both. No, he's it's not an accent. He's saying it that way.
Yeah, because
That's what I was wondering.
it's one word it's been bastardized where everybody is sort of like, no, it's manga, and it's like it's not. If you actually speak to a Japanese person, they'll go, no, it's manga.
I think manga is the right way to say it.
It is the right way to say it.
I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm 100% sure because I actually have Japanese friends.
Maybe they're lying to you.
I mean, he's closer over there.
Maybe they're fucking with him. Like, let's make fun of the white guy.
I mean, I
could
ask a Japanese person in Canada, and they'd be like, "I don't know, dude. I've been here for 6 generations, just like you have." And I'd be like, "Well,
yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's actually pronounced manga.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that's what it is.
Yeah. Well, I've officially run out of bags, and I have that many boards left, so I need to buy more bags, more boards, and I need another box. God damn it!
Where do you order your bags and boards from?
I just get them from the comic shop. Usually when we go, I'm just like, have you got any Silver Age bags and boards? Yep. Okay, we'll grab some.
How much do you pay for them?
I can't remember. Simon and I were talking about this earlier. It's one's 30, one's 20. So I don't know. I can't remember whether it's the bags that are 30 or they're 20 or
It's probably the bags
are
are cheaper than boards. That's usually how it works.
Yeah. So one will be 30 and one will be 20. But sometimes if you get like some of the slightly cheaper brand ones, like not BCW or Ultra Pro, you get a different brand. Sometimes they might be like, say, 25 and 15 or 20 and 15 or something like that. So
yeah, have you ever tried to order them online?
Besides the only ones that I've ordered online were the ones that I said were made here.
Okay.
And that didn't work out too well.
So go to this site called Comic Proline.
Is that the one that Rob goes to?
Yeah. Go to there. I've been ordering it from them lately. And generally, I want to say I have 95% satisfaction with them so far.
Okay.
And I've ordered a lot. Like a lot. You know? So they're actually one of the companies I'm going to review as far as like quality of stuff.
And it probably cost me a bloody fortune to get it over here, though.
Well, here's the thing: they ship for free here to US. Who knows who knows what they charge for shipping to Australia? They might even charge minimal for Australia. Who knows? They also
I suppose it just depends on whether they've got.
Here's another thing. They have and I'm actually looking into this myself because there's like a side project that we're working on. They have a dealership program. If you could get a hold of them and say, "Listen, do you need representatives here in Australia?" You might be able to work something out with them where you can get bags and boards and also be their rep here. They're looking for stuff like that.
Because the only thing I could think of that might work in my favor, because I know a lot more companies nowadays get that shit out of here, Sicko.
Is that Magic?
More Magic the Gathering stuff.
Are you force feeding your magic on us again?
Yep, he's casting a
So
spell.
so being part of a team, this to me this is a completely random card. If I look it up, it's a part of a deck that cost $800. I don't have
Whoa,
fucking
hold on a
$800
second.
to spend
That
on a
thing
deck.
costs you $100?
No. Like if you get all your cards together, it'll cost you $800. And this is part of the build or whatever these guys call it, the deck list or whatever the heck.
Ridiculous.
So, one of our best players needs this card, and to me, this is just a random card, and I just came across it in the stack, and so that's kind of how this works. Is like to me, it's a random card, but to him, it's a gold mine, and then that betters the team, and then so like maybe I want another one of these, and he'll give me another one of those, and, you know. That was my example.
I see.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
So how much is that card that you were holding in your hand? How much does that cost to buy?
Like $4.
Fuck my life. $4 per fucking magic card. One.
Yeah, well, this one's special.
What's special about it?
Well, it should be more than $4.
Everyone wants to play it.
Okay.
It's in demand. That's it. And in 6 months it'll be 25 cents.
Shut up.
I have
That's
a
how it
magic
works.
card that's in a slab that was given to me as a sample from CGC. I don't know what that does.
Suppose
Is
it
it
depends on
ma-
what the card is.
Is it within reach?
Do you know do you know anything about magic cards?
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. Magic. I'll go get one and you tell me what the fuck it's all about.
Wow, I'm really interested.
You're going to get CJ playing Magic the Gathering now.
Fuck no.
Oh god.
I'm not the brains behind any of this. I'm just the driver.
You're just the muscle. Scares all the little kids away.
Exactly. I just show up. I just look intimidating. Play the deck that I'm given. Don't ask any questions. I'm like, oh, I think this card's cool, and they're like, no. You're like, oh, okay.
There you go. Biggie's got some Magic comics.
Oh man, they make Magic comics.
I think so. I think I've seen some.
Oh damn! I'm a binge out on that. Hell yeah!
Let's have a look.
All right.
Go.
Does it matter like what set they're from? Are they all the same? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay. This says Magic Gathering 2019 from Magic Fest 2026. What the fuck? 2006. Promo Lightning Bolt. Is that good or is it fucked up?
It's actually a cool looking card. It's got some nice art on it.
I like that. I got it's in a samples. It's a slab thing. That's why I keep it around because it's like, what the fuck happened to the sicko? Is it bad or is it good? Is it?
Holy shit!
Holy shit! What?
That's like an ASM 300 to me.
Is
That's
it?
like an ASM 300. To most Magic players, they're like, "Oh, that's cool," but like, I
was waiting for him to go, holy shit. I have no idea what that is.
I literally just got myself my very first lightning bolt.
So that's good.
You've got the Magic the Gathering
Fire.
the artist promo.
The art is cool.
Good Lord Almighty.
See what it says? Magic the Gathering 2018 Magic Fest promo.
Whoops. wrong one.
How much would you sell that for?
I wasn't planning on selling it.
Okay.
Why, you want this? You need this?
Fuck, hell yeah, I want that.
Crack open the slab and send him the card.
If I send it, I'm just gonna send it the way it is. I'm not gonna break it open.
Oh,
There you
yeah,
go, Sicko.
I'd keep it in the slab. Totally.
It looks so nice in the way it is in the freaking slab right now.
Exactly.
So
Card
looks like you got IDW, you got Boom Studios. Looks like a few people have done
a whole whack ton of them.
I appreciate the cards slabbed way more than comics slab. They look so much nicer, the cards. No,
Sicko didn't know that there was Magic the Gathering comics. So because Biggie told him, and I said, "Oh, I'll just have a quick Google and have a look."
No, they are. Yeah, there are Magic comics.
I got lots of reading to do.
Boom Studios was hitting it hard a couple years ago.
Biggie said he sent a pic probably in the Insomniac chat, I think.
That, for me, that is a grail. That is a really cool card.
All right, let me think on it, because this was in my son's room, and I call it. If he doesn't want it, I'll send it over to you, because like every time I come back with promotional shit, I just like dump it from my son, and then he like hoards it and puts it in his room. So,
but yeah, he might want that.
So I don't know. He doesn't. I don't think he plays. So like, if he doesn't play, we might as well get it, because
you're actually going to use it.
Yeah, it's worthless.
That is such a cool card.
But I was just curious, because it's been sitting on my. I got that at Heroes Con at the CGC booth. They gave it to me.
Dude, if you played that at a tournament, like that's basically the equivalent of like pulling up in like a Lamborghini.
Oh, so that card's a flex to people?
Oh, total flex. Like you can't flex harder than that.
So is it like more powerful than the others, or is it just like a fancy flex?
No, you're just like I know people. Like you should fucking recognize right now. Like how the fuck did I get this?
Do people play with their cards slabbed?
No.
Are you allowed to?
No.
What if your whole deck is slabbed?
You might get away playing a commander slabbed or a companion, just because of how the mechanics work. But like that card would go in like a triple sleeve deck and would like never breathe air ever again.
Because like I'd hate to see like you break the slab open on these things, because like I was saying, like I appreciate the cards slabbed up way more than I do.
That would nice, right? Like I know I would get a like a little card, because like I watched CJ long enough. I know I'd get a little card, and that would go up on my Magic wall. I'd be like, look what the fuck. No, my Magic friends would disown me for cracking that open. You don't crack that open. I mean it's not great. Spidey would.
It says sample on it, SA, but I don't know. It's like it's kind of cool. I don't know.
So I wonder if it's a sample, whether it's a legit card then.
No, it is a legit card. This is what they do.
It might be a sample card as well.
No, this is what they do. They take random cards and they slab them up like as promotional pieces to advertise for their slabbing services.
No, okay.
So like you could theoretically get these things like as a promotional thing, and it's actually something that's really cool.
You slab a card like that because you like won it in a championship or something.
Like I'll show you something that I'm working on right now. Like
you don't open a pack and get that card.
Right now I'm working on my own slabs.
Oh damn!
So when I send when I send them over to people, like I could put it in my art cards in here, slab it. I'm working on the label right now to put on top of there, like to explain like when it was made and what materials it was made of, etc., etc. And the only bad thing about it is I have to seal it and never opens. Like unless you break it open, you're not going to be able to open this again. But I think that's a good trade-off if you're going to get like a custom art piece.
You might almost need like a Gator Guard version that you can open it if you want to.
Well, yeah, but do you really, when you get an art piece, do you really open up, like if you have it framed and stuff like that, do you open that up often?
No, yeah, it's framed, different story.
So it's kind of like framing, like miniature frames for these cards. So I figured, like, if I put the date it was created, if I put the medium it was made with, obviously my name on there and etc. etc., it kind of gives you like a little, gallery mini piece.
I think you would be wise to brand yourself a signature, like most artists. Or
well, I do. I'm part of the signature series with CGC. So if I
make yourself a good like people who are what do you call them, signature snobs, they might recognize, like if they're going through stuff, they'll be like, oh, I know that.
Yeah. Well, you remember it was a few years ago and people were buying like the Gator Guards and that sort of stuff. And Chip was doing labels for them to put in their Gator Guards. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Chip's not around too much anymore, so
no.
Plus, I don't want to bother people. You know what I'm saying?
Did Chip die?
No. He's just not doing. He came back to YouTube, and then I think he's given it away again. I think.
Believe it or not, I'm actually going back to my heyday of what I used to do. Years ago.
All right, Biggie, take it easy, brother.
Take it easy, Biggie.
We'll see you when you have to pee, Biggie.
That's actually what I went to school for, graphic design and computer graphics. So,
have you got a color printer you got access to?
Yeah, but I probably would have it done at a printer. Like
get it done on like the proper laminate sheet.
I would give them the design and have it done on a printer and then on a template on sheets, and then bring back the sheets here, and whenever I need to custom put the input in there, I could print it from my printer that way. It just so it's better quality paper. Unless I get a really, really high end printer here, which I don't know at this point if I really need one to take up more room, but like there's certain thicknesses and certain textures of papers that your standard printers won't take without damaging.
You need for that sort of stuff. You need a higher GSM rate for that sort of stuff, and you need a gloss type paper that it'll actually look a lot better, a lot more professional if you want to go that way. That is.
Yeah, so I might get some stuff done like through a printer like that, or I might just have a few standard things done for me through a printer where I could actually just take that, put it in my printer, add the extra text that might be needed, and print it out like that on demand whenever I need it. I don't know. I'm gonna think about exactly how I'm gonna go about it. There's a lot of things that are floating around right now as far as how I'm gonna approach that. Ideally,
so you're registered as a CGC artist now, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is I actually have to send a couple of books in there to actually show that they exist. I'm registered, but there's nothing that's been graded with my name on it yet.
Okay.
So that's the next move. I'm going to send a couple of personal items to get done. That way I'm like in the system as there's existing floating ones in there. I don't like the whole, I've been asked by people to send in stuff to CGC for them. I don't like to take the responsibility of that, and I'll tell you why. When I'm drawing and I'm doing art pieces on sketch covers, yeah, I'm very cognizant of like taking care of the book and not destroying it while I'm drawing on it or I'm painting on it, whatever I'm doing. But at the same time, you're also like restricting me of doing the best I can if I'm not gonna like throw that extra ink on there. I'm not gonna like go crazy on the paint, or you know what I'm saying, or like go a little bit harder on the book in order to get the like look I want to get.
So if somebody said to you, "Oh, I want you to get it slabbed, but I want you to get it like in an art slab," then it'd be different story.
Different story.
Yeah.
No problem.
But yeah, if they want to, oh, this is a 9.8, I want you to, you know, fucking draw on it and then send it in, and it comes back a 9.2 or a 9.4, they're going to be like, well, what the fuck? This was a 9.8.
Yeah, which like I don't want to have that responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Because, yeah, and that's fair enough.
And I also look at it like this. You know, I think there's nonsense. Like I think all the like artists that are going nuts about getting 9.8s of their artwork done on there. I don't know what school they went to or what like how they got trained as an artist. Because when was the last time you went into a museum and started looking for imperfections on that canvas to see if it was a 9.8 canvas or if it was like, you know, just a really nice art piece?
It never is. It
never is. It doesn't work that way.
No.
When you get yourself a print, a sketch or a commission piece, yeah, you don't want the guy to shit on it before he gives it to you, but at the same time, you're looking for fairly in good shape. You know what I'm saying? If it's got a little dot in the corner or something like that, that's part of the charm of it being an original piece. You know?
Yeah, that's that sort of shit. Because like, not every artist just uses just pencil or just pencil and ink or just markers or pencil, ink, and markers or whatever like that. Sometimes they use other tools, like they might use rulers for straight lines. You know, they might put an indentation in the paper. They might use. Sometimes they use toothbrushes to get like the spatter look and stuff like that. They use whiteout. Sometimes a lot of artists use whiteout as well, which actually bubbles as well. So you're not going to get. I've got a fucking ginormous cobweb here. You're not going to get.
And that's part of the beauty too of an art piece, like feeling the textures.
It's different layers, different textures.
I'm very into layers. Like I'm huge into layering work. Like I just finished this, almost done. You see this piece right here?
Oh yeah, the Jonah Hex piece.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how many layers are on here? You can't tell through like watching this on video, but I went layer upon layer upon layer, just adding texture onto this. His mouth right now, if you feel it, it feels like you're putting your finger in his mouth when you're doing this, because his face is higher up than the teeth. Like, if that makes any sense. And you can't tell that, but you like when you feel it, oh, you could definitely tell the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
stuff like that, like you can't duplicate that. And like if I gave this to CGC the way it is, it'd probably fucking wreck it on the grade. But it's meant to look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. They're comic, and I'll use this term loosely, they're comic grading experts. They're not art experts.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballpark when it comes to art, you know? If you're grading prints, okay. It's a print. Very easy to find.
I don't know why you would grade a print, but yeah.
I don't know, because people are morons. That's why. Why? Listen, if you're grading cards, if you're grading posters, if you're grading comic books, what's the difference between a poster and a print? Think about it. Sometimes it's better paper or lithographs and stuff like that, but still, it's a printed form that's mass produced or semi-mass produced. It's not one of one, you know. Usually,
exactly.
So you can actually sit there and grade the paper and the print and the center cut and all that stuff on there, but not the original piece, you know?
No, definitely.
I never understood that. Like, I really like that. I have a really hard time understanding like that mindset when it comes to the original sketch covers and the artwork and stuff like that. And I think it has to do a lot with the lack of education in the arts from a lot of the collectors.
Yeah.
I really do think that has a huge, like, you're getting your average person. Oh, that's a cool doodly sketch that this guy did for me. I want to grade it. I want a 9.8 out of it. Well, it doesn't work like that with art. You know what I'm saying?
No. And that's why, like, most true art collectors, if they are going to get a sketch cover slabbed, like what Rob does, they'll actually get it done as an art slab. It's not a graded slab. It's just an art slab to protect it and to display it.
And that's the way it should be. You know, you get, let's say you get a preliminary sketch, like, you know, concept art sketches or something like that from somebody that's working on a big piece and something like that. You've seen those pieces before where they're just sketching and doodling, coming up with ideas. You get one of those of something that's very important. Let's say he's doing a Star Wars poster or something like that, and you've seen the initial sketches that they're putting there, and there's a fucking coffee mug stain on there from the artist. I appreciate that, because that's all part of the guy's process. He was sitting there drinking coffee, drawing. This wasn't meant to be put in an art gallery. It wasn't meant to be. It was part of his process.
Yeah, well, a lot of artists will either do like a, you know, like a small thumbnail version of a bigger piece as a rough. Sometimes they'll do like a storyboard version of a rough. Sometimes they'll do an actual full-size rough. Like certain artists have different, you know, different ways of doing things. Some of them will just totally freehand it and in pencil and then just, you know, erase it until it's right and then ink it and mark it, whatever. But some guys will literally just, like, 'cause I have a few where I've actually, like, they've sent me the actual rough, like, thumbnail or like storyboard type sketch with the actual original art as well.
And that's cool. I think I personally think that's really cool. Sometimes they put a scrap piece of paper.
Yeah.
I've seen little art pieces on the back of a receipt drawn. That's kind of cool. Like that whole part of the process is cool. I'm listen, unless you're Picasso and you're getting a piece like that, I'm not gonna pay big time money for that, but it's a cool additional piece to add to your collection, especially if you get the final version and then you have those preliminaries to like make a whole continuity to it. It's kind of cool.
Well, that's why people go after the Greg Capullo grab bags. They're like $50, $100, $200, whatever they are, and you can actually have the chance of getting a small rough sketch of either a cover or a page or a pin-up or something like that he's worked on for the full release piece, and he actually puts them in those grab bags. That's the only way.
Have you participated
besides spending $100,000 on a fucking published page? It's the only way to get his original art.
Have you participated in that?
No, I know Beckerman has. I've never.
Yeah, he's told me about it.
Yeah, I've never had the opportunity.
The thing that I'm not sure about, like, okay, you don't get one of these RP. What are you getting then out of that grab bag?
I'm not sure. I've only heard about, like, in the art community, people trying to get, like, they're literally just buying them to try and get the art pieces. Because as I said, Greg Capullo doesn't do commissions, never done commissions. He might have maybe in the really early days, but he generally never done commissions. The only way to get his original art is obviously to buy the full page, the full cover for redonkulously amount of money. Or you get them in the grab bags, which is just the rough sketch stuff. Yeah, I think Beckerman's got maybe 2, maybe 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, and from everybody, I've heard it a lot of times from Beckerman, and we've discussed that. And at the same time, I've heard it from other people as well. But I never hear about the other stuff. It almost feels like either it's all in or bust with those grab bags.
Yeah, I think they're literally only like, as I said, I think they're like $50 or $100 or something like that. So I think you get a pile of books, like exclusive covers and variants and shit like that, and then you got the chance of getting one of these like preliminary.
I think they are $100 though,
something like that. Yeah,
Pretty
I think
sure
they started off at 50, and then I think a lot of people started flipping the rough sketches. So I think he might have upped them to 100.
it's interesting.
Mm.
You know,
I'd love a. I think I've shown it before. Like, as the missus has got. It's only a print, but he did an exclusive print when he came out here in 2010, 2011, whatever it was. He wasn't, obviously, I wasn't collecting original art, so it might have been even earlier than that. And he did an exclusive print of Violator, but as the clown, and it's got like a Foster's can and a Vegemite bottle and all this sort of stuff, and he's actually individually numbered and signed them.
See, I'm not a fan at all of prints at all.
Yeah, so
However,
I'm not a print guy either.
However,
I've never had
something like that that's so unique to a certain region or something like that 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 he's not going to remake that for New York or like for California or something like Vegemite or something. That I'll pick up just because it's got that like novelty aspect to it, as long as it's not like ridiculous. Like if
it's a bit sort of kooky, like it's a bit unique. Yeah,
like
the only and I've spoken about them before. Like I have the really high end stuff, so like the G clays. Maybe you can.
I know they could get really expensive. I know that you have a few of those.
Yeah, you can see all the bubble wrapped frames. That's all that stuff there. Like I probably have like a top loader full of random prints that sometimes, when you get an original art piece, they'll send extra prints and shit. But I usually just give them away.
Yeah,
like, I don't want them.
I don't go hunting for them, and I don't go buying them unless there's a specific where was it? Like last year sometime I couldn't I didn't have Art Adams didn't have enough time to make me an original piece. So I picked up the most unique looking print that he had that I knew that not your common person's gonna buy. And I bought that one. I had him sign that one. And the reason I got it was got all the Universal monsters on it. And it was
they're $75 at the moment.
Oh, there you go. All right. That's not horrible, I guess.
No.
But I got that because it was black and white. It was signed. I got him to sign it for me. 11 by 17. And my goal is to actually take that to a professional scanner, scan it in, make me a copy of it on good textured Bristol paper so I could try to ink it myself. So I almost got like a project out of it.
Yeah. The only other thing that it might be good for is if it because I know, especially with Art Adams, with a lot of his prints, they have a very big white border. If you got maybe a remark or something on the print and then got that framed up, I think that might be pretty cool too and a bit more unique. But if it's just $10, $15 for just a print, and that's it.
That's actually what I wanted, but he just didn't have the time to do it for me. I think it was in Baltimore that it was happening.
And art is very, very slow when it comes to sketches. Trust me, I definitely know that.
No, I was watching him work. So, I don't think he did more than that entire con in the 3-day period. I don't think he did more than 2 or 3 a day. Pieces.
No, I think he'd be lucky. Usually, when he's come over here and he's done a con, like obviously he'll do work out of hours as well. He'll usually do 5 to 6 for a weekend at absolute most. So 3-day con or 4-day con, he might do 6, 7, 8, maybe if you're lucky.
Maybe 2 or 3 a day tops.
Yeah, if you're lucky. It also depends on the characters too. If somebody picks, like obviously when I picked Lizard, like all the little scales and shit like that, it just fucking takes forever.
What's the name takes forever? Dan Jurgens too.
Yeah, so I've never gotten a piece from Dan, and I've never met him. So,
and I don't advise getting something from done from him now. From my experience with him, a pleasant man. But he's getting up there in age.
Yeah.
And the quality of his artwork is degrading considerably. I got a sketch cover done by him. Paid $175 for it. Just black and white inks. That kind of no, that wasn't even inks. It was pencil.
Mm.
$175 for it, and quite honestly, it was underwhelming.
Mm.
It was kind of underwhelming for for him to take it home overnight and bring it to me the next day. I was expecting something a little bit nicer, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't do it at the con. He did it at home when they went home.
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe he got his wife do it for him, and I didn't even know who did it. You know, I didn't see him actually do it.
It's funny you actually say about getting on in age. You know the name Ramona Fraden?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is literally just retired now from doing sketches, and she's 93 or 94.
Shit.
I got an email from her rep saying that she is now officially retired from doing at-home commissions. And she's been doing them like up until she's like 92, 93, and she's now officially retired.
Wow, that's bonkers.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like
how was she doing up until the end?
She was still like I saw some pictures of some people in the art community that got them about 20 years ago. The ones that people got like a year ago, 2 years ago, didn't even notice a difference.
All right, so the quality of work stayed.
It stayed. It literally stayed. But she was doing very basic sort of commissions. Like it was very, very old school, very like 2D, almost cartoony sort of looking. Like it would be an old, Silver Age or Golden Age book sort of style, because obviously she's from that era.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like she's still a living legend, regardless. To get a piece from her would have been nice. I missed an opportunity, unfortunately, but I would have got one if I had the opportunity.
You know who hasn't fucking missed a step as far as the artwork is concerned? Yeah, he's a little slower, mostly because he talks too much. Walt Simonson.
In saying that, like, I don't know whether because he doesn't do full-on pieces anymore. He mainly just does like little headshots and
head sketches
and like little remarks and stuff like that. You can still say it's very, very basic what you get at cons, though.
Because considering he's 78 years old right now.
Mm. Oh, don't get me wrong. Like if I got the chance to get one off him, I would.
And he cranks them out. He does a good 50 a day, easy of those.
Yeah, it would not surprise me. He does very basic sort of, just like not shaded, not it's just single lined type pieces. And
like I showed you, he had made me a sketch card when I was there. And yeah, basic, but he made me a Thor. And I took that Thor, I looked at it, and I'm like looking at it compared to like some of his artwork that he did in the comics from that time period when he was doing it. And I'm like, you had some shading onto this. He hasn't missed a step.
Yeah.
He hasn't missed a step.
Because I was thinking like Mike Grell is another one, because he's getting on in age. Like he's probably not that high in age, but he's probably mid to late 60s.
Yeah.
And he's still doing quite well as well.
Mike Grell, he's also very expensive compared to the other old timers.
Oh, because I have two 11x17 full figure colored pieces from him.
And what did it cost you?
Yeah, the first one was,
because he got the worm good.
First one was I think $250, but that was, we're talking probably 8, 9, 10 years ago. The other one was probably 5 years ago, maybe. And
Does he come to Australia often?
He's been twice that I know of. First time he was supposed to come, and I'd organised a pre-commission with him, and ended up having to cancel due to illness or something like that. And he's like, He's like, I'll still do the piece for you. He goes, just pay me what you're gonna pay me over there. I'll ship it for nothing. So yeah, he graciously did that. And then the second time he actually came here, I still organized a pre-show commission again. But yeah, he actually had it ready for me, and he actually here and everything like that. Absolute hilarious guy too.
Oh, he goes with that cowboy hat, the whole
yeah,
nine.
He can talk underwater, that guy. He really could.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, lovely guy, easy to talk to and everything like that.
Years old.
Wow. So yeah, so he's up there, but yeah, I reckon the next piece might have been an extra 50, maybe 100 at most, but that was probably about 5 years ago.
That's actually really reasonable. I don't think he's doing the
and that's Australian, not American.
Because I think the Worm was telling me he charged him like $150 or something for just a bunch of signatures.
No.
And you know that the Worm doesn't get like the same comics and all that stuff. He probably gave him shitty comics to sign for him. And we charge him through the nose. Steranko, charged through the nose, but he won't draw anything anymore.
No. Does he still do those pre-done like fucking Nick Fury things that all look the same?
What, like artwork? Like original artwork?
Yeah.
I didn't see any like that. Anytime I saw him.
I know so many guys in the art community that have one of those sketches. He literally will do, it looks exactly the same every single time, but he'll do like 5 or 10 of them before the show. He'll always take them with him, have them in a folder, whoever first in, first served. Like, I'd still love one. They're only like 8x12s or something very small.
I would take one of those. I would get one of those if I like. Next time I see him, I'm gonna ask him. I didn't know that was something he did.
Yeah, I don't know whether he does it anymore.
Well, if I ask him specifically, I'm like, those little head sketches you do at the concert, are you doing them anymore? Maybe he'll say, yeah. You know what? I got a couple here. Who knows?
There we go. Literally, first thing it shows how common these are. It's literally the first thing that popped up. So that's what he would do.
Yeah, that's cool. Listen, if he's going to charge me $200 for that, I don't want it. But
it'll be something. I think they were like $50 or $100 back in the day. So now they're probably fucking $300 or $400.
Listen, he's charging $50 to $60 for his signature alone.
So it's probably like $200 now then.
But it doesn't hurt to ask.
No, but that's literally like, and it's like Mike Zeck is the same. Mike Zeck would do usually 2 or 3 different types of Punishers, 2 or 3 different types of Cravens, 2 or 3 different types of Black Suit Spider-Man, and a couple other like DC characters. As he wouldn't sketch at shows, but he would have them in his folder, first in, first served, and they were like a torso, and they were usually about $300 or $400 US. That's what I was hoping for because he's coming here in a couple of months for the first time ever. But apparently, he does not even do pre-done sketches anymore.
Who knows?
He would not sketch for anybody for nothing.
Well, maybe if you get a hold of him and tell him the whole sob story, how you've been waiting to see him your whole life. Who knows? Maybe.
In saying that, sometimes we do get like special treatment occasionally.
I would assume.
It'll be like, it's my first time here. I'm willing to open up my commission list, or because that's what happened with. I missed out because I didn't know about it. Nobody fucking told me when Dave Gibbons came here for the first time. There was a exclusive secret little commission list where it was like $800. He would do an 11x17 full figure with full background.
Oh shit!
For $800 Australian, and there was like 10 spots. Nobody fucking told me. I wouldn't have got a Watchmen character. I would have gone something. I would have gone something Marvel, but I still would have got something, and nobody told me. I missed out. He came out again, and I because I know the guy who looks after the section for the con that he was like the artist alley, should I say? So I know the guy, so I have the in there, and he goes, "Oh, he doesn't want to sketch," and I'm like, "He did it last time. I missed out last time. Can you like put in a good word or something like that?" And he goes, "Oh, let me find out." He goes, "He doesn't want to sketch, but if you want to do something, he'll 2K and he'll do something." I said, "No, fuck it, I'm not paying 2K." He was here 3 years ago and he did it for $800. I'm not paying 2K.
It's a lot.
And if he's only like, oh, only if he wants to pay 2K, I'll do it. That means the work is not going to get put into it as well.
You know who? Listen. Everybody's got the right to charge whatever they want for their artwork. I'm not going to judge anybody, but you got to be a little bit, familiar with what your contemporaries and what your peers are charging, and the guys that are in higher legendary status than you, what they're charging, and keep that in mind when you're setting your rates. You know what I'm saying? I think I think that's logical to do. Fucking Beatty, he charges through the fucking nose, and quite honestly, I don't think Beatty's one of the big names from his era. He was like a grinder from that time period.
It was an interior artist. It wasn't even a cover artist.
Yeah, like seriously, like he was charging some ridiculous amount. He was charging for his signature $10, which is pretty much like his contemporaries, and $20 if it's like witnessed. And anything that has Secret Wars on it, anything, $30. Didn't matter if it was a reprint. It didn't matter what it was. If it had Secret Wars on it, he was charging for $30.
He's pretty cheap for his commissions, though, isn't he?
That's how his commissions. He was doing heads for like $300, just heads on 9x12s.
I remember seeing commission lists. I don't know how many years ago, where he'd do commission lists for 9x12 headshots for at-home commissions for like $50-$60.
Forget that.
So obviously he's decided, oh, everybody else is inflating their prices, I'll do it too.
Forget that. Emberlin has gotten expensive.
Everybody's got expensive. Everybody. Anybody who's a published artist, interior, cover, 100 covers, 1 page, 100 pages. Everybody. That's why
But you have to kind of look at it like this, like this guy's charging this much, this guy's charging this much, this guy's charging, and you got to look at your name, how you are on the totem pole of as far as where you stand in the industry. If you were like an interior artist or like somebody that was like a fill-in artist and something like that, you can't be charging the same kind of rates that the legends are charging. You can't be charging Jim Lee rates when you're like Beatty,
Yeah, it's a bit.
I mean, freaking Adam Hughes, he does those head sketches on 9x12s for $100. That's Adam Hughes. So kind of like look at that. You know what I'm saying? How much better are you than Adam Hughes, and you're going to do it for $200-$300? The same thing.
Would you ever consider, if you had a chance, to do one of his full commissions?
Depending on what he charged me. And
8K.
8K, huh?
8K for an 11x17 full body, full colored, rendered, like cover quality commission, basically.
You know what? I think I could probably work him down a little bit from that. I've got like, he's one of the guys that I've been doing a really great interaction with, and like I've had a lot of go back and forth with. But still, I'll definitely be paying in the thousands if that's the case. If he's charging 8K, definitely in the thousands. At this moment, I don't think I would throw that much money on a commission piece like that. I'd rather get something that's been published. Like I prefer to get a cover that's been published at this point rather than get an original commission. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? You get me at the right time, the right place, the right idea. Maybe, but that's when I'm getting into the thousands.
It's a lot.
I want to have my investment protected, and the one that will solidify and actually hold value the most would be something that's a published work of a cover or something like a splash page, something like that. Because you can get plenty of splash pages and covers for $8,000. of very known characters. You know what I'm saying?
You could buy a cover for $8,000 easily.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
May not be a big book. It'll be most likely a current book, but you can still buy a cover. You can buy covers. You can buy a Scotty Young. You can buy a Scotty Young cover for $1,500.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. By very well-known artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like to spend $8,000 on a commission, yeah, it would be wonderful to have that piece. And like for my personal collection, that would be beautiful to have it. But I also am, concerned as far as them holding and retaining their value and that kind of thing. Because I like the last thing I want is I croak tomorrow. My kids get all this stuff, like cool artwork. What's it worth? $200. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I'll give you $200. Yay, $200! I'll take that. How much did he pay for it? I don't know. You really paid $10,000 for it, and you give him $200.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's sort of, and I've mentioned this before. I sort of wanted to try and dive into the pages and covers thing a little bit more than what I did. Like I have bare minimal. I have probably 3-4 pages. I still do not own a cover, but I have probably 3-4 pages. But commissions it's a very liquid market, so they're pretty much what somebody is willing to pay for them. Is pretty much like I know what I might remember, or I can, look through emails, messages, whatever, how much I actually paid for at the time. I would probably, depending on what it is, if it's something that was like one of my absolute, like, say for argument's sake, my David Yarden Craven, which is one of my absolute favorite pieces that I own. I know exactly how much I paid for it. I know how much he charges now for a piece like that. Actually, he doesn't really do anyway, but I know how much he basically charges now for that sort of stuff. If someone was willing to pay a couple $100, $500 more than that, and if I ever got to that point where I needed to sell stuff or I wanted to sell stuff, I may do it. But if somebody just goes, "How much did you pay for it?" Oh, I'll give you that exact same amount. I'm like, but you haven't gone through the waiting or the prepping or the asking or the organizing or anything like that. Takes a lot of time and effort away from other endeavors. So I still see that as money spent as well.
Yeah.
It's not like I've just walked up, he's had it in his folder and go, okay, I'll give you the $200 for that right now. It's not like that. It's like, okay, we want to do this. How do we want to design it? Okay, I've got to, come up with the money. I've got to, all this sort of stuff. Like there's a lot that goes into commissions, not just this is what I want and you get it.
Yeah, of course. With the pages, I have a few pages that I bought, mostly indie pages I bought. Because I like here's the thing. I'll run into an artist at one of these cons, and they're literally, when I'm telling you literally, they're selling full-blown 11 by 17 pages, inked, all done. Some of them I find them with the tracing paper on the back with like little sketches on the back, like they were playing around with like different diagrams, like a whole story behind those pages. And they're literally selling them $10-20 a piece. And I'll be like, what the fuck is going on over here? Like, why are they so cheap? Because obviously they're indie books that are not known. So if I find something really cool that talks to me, I'll pick those up, especially if they're consecutive pages, like where I could open them up and they make one big scene. I like those, like when I get those together. I still haven't got a cover yet, but I will eventually. I got a few Marvel pieces. I think I don't think I paid more than $50-$60 for the pages yet on the Marvel stuff, but it's usually blue line with links on top of it.
Yeah. They're always a lot cheaper if it's blue lines.
Yeah. They're not doing them on regular pencil sketches anymore.
Yeah, some of the old school guys still are.
It's become rarer and rarer.
Yeah, not many now. And everybody's pretty much for quickness, they're doing it either digitally or they're going blue line. They're going blue line, sort of digital blue line, sent to the inker. Some of the inkers are still physically inking but inking
Hannah's
like a
still inking.
blue line copy, and then like the inkers will sell that page, and it's literally a photo stat with them inking over the top.
I got a Hannah
or everything's being done digitally, and then they'll sell like a 1-of-1 artist proof of it, and it's like that's just a fucking print, mate. I'm not paying $1,000 for that.
I got a Hercules page. I don't know. I probably showed you like some chick is stabbing Hercules in the back. I just like that image. That whole it was so like me to get that page.
Hercules.
Exactly. And like I actually own the book too, so I was like, all right, so like I'll get it. And I have the comic book too, and I'll be able to like at one point make a display where I could show the page and the book together. But the thing is, it's Blue Line, all real inks done by Hannah, and he signed it for me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be targeting if they're blue lines. I want the blue line art that's inked over to be done by both like in other words, if the artist inks his own stuff.
Yeah.
If I could get something like that, I think
there's not many of them left either.
Yeah,
not many of those guys will do that.
Yeah, I think I would prefer that as far as that kind of work, rather than getting stuff that's inked by another. Like if it's a major inker, maybe. Like if it's a major page from a book or something like a good book or something like that, maybe. But I don't think I'm gonna be targeting those blue line pages because it's just I'd rather get the penciled ink art.
It's a cheap way to get into it, but it's not necessarily a losers word authentic way to get into it.
It's like a gimmick. It's like a novelty.
And it's not like the pages I have, hand penciled, hand inked. It's even got like all the word bubbles are actually stuck on.
Yes, I love those pages. I love those pages. The one with the word bubbles there attached to them. I have ones that like literally the wood bubbles were attached to them with tape, and the tape has all yellowed. It's like almost hanging off of the page. I love those.
Let's see if I can get this out.
Who's that?
So that's Amazing Spider-Man 393, page 14. So that's
Bagley?
Mark Bagley page, inked by Randy Emblin.
Okay.
But you can actually see all the yellowing and the word bubbles. So all the word bubbles are all got that sort of yellowing sort of thing because they've been stuck on, and obviously the residue has come through, and that's how they end up all actually ending up over time.
There's a lot of those that exist in the market right now, and they're ranging from like $100 to $300 depending on the images on the page.
Yeah, when it comes to Amazing Spider-Man, and if it's got Spider-Man on the page and it's old school page like that, thousands.
Well, you know my favorite Starlin page, right?
You may have
that I own. It's the infamous Starlin page with nothing on it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that one. Yep.
I love that page.
And I've said this to people. I still get messages occasionally from people, especially in the YouTube community and stuff like that. Like I've said to anybody, if somebody wants to know about original art, hit up me, hit up Mike Beckerman, stuff like that. We're always like when who was it? It's one of the guys was asking about. Said he was looking at buying some pages or something, and I said, look, you can shoot us. Mike knows more than I do. I know enough, but Mike knows more than I do. But I'm always willing to ask questions, answer questions and shit like
Looks
that.
Looks like Biggie's back to peeing.
That first pay break.
I told you.
But see, the thing is, I
can't remember what I was going to
I have a good background and good understanding of art in general.
Yeah.
Like I have a good, firm understanding of that. It took me a little time.
Hey, Arsenio.
There's Arsenio, another great artist. Through talk to you, Beckerman, a few other people that are more knowledgeable of the comic art world. I'm starting to become a little bit more understanding and be able to. Like Beckerman gave me a full education on the blue lines because I couldn't grasp that concept. Because
it
I
still
know
is a bit strange for a lot of people, actually.
you know what the problem was? I understand that a lot of people actually draw with a blue pencil. So what the hell is the difference between the blue pencil and the actual graphite pencil?
And some people do it with a red pencil.
Yeah. So the truth is there is no difference. It's still penciled work. The problem is
it's
most
just not tight pencils.
Well, that's not an issue because a lot of the graphite pencils not tight pencils either. The problem is you don't know if you're getting a blue line that's inked directly over the blue pencils or the red pencils, or if it's a photostat copy of the blue pencils that they're inking over. It's hard to determine that.
If you've got a keen eye,
and that makes a difference. Well,
if you've got a keen eye, sometimes you can usually spot it if it's real or not.
You know, I'm starting to develop that as far as trying to make the difference. But that makes a huge difference. In my personal opinion, that makes a huge difference if it's actual pencil, like the actual pencil art without being a copy. Regardless if it's blue, graphite, or red, or whatever the case. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's a copy that's inked over, that's a different story.
So I don't think I'd ever buy. I've got no dramas buying a blue lined original done, but I would never buy a photostatted and then inked over blue line. I just don't see that as real original art.
Unless the inks are done by the actual artist that inked that penciled it. That's where it'll skew me.
Well, I actually, I know, I haven't spoken to him for a while, but I'm actually quite good friends with Paolo Sequeira. And he quite often when he does his pages, he's usually not the inker. So I actually bought a page off him. I'm like, oh, that's a cool looking page. Can I buy it? And he's like, yeah, I'll give you a good rate and all that sort of stuff, whatever like that. And I said, would you actually ink it for me as well? So he actually, even though it was published as him pencils and whoever the inker was, I bought the original page and got him to ink the original page.
That's interesting. That's actually good. That's the way to do it. Like, for example, this is what my plans are with my completed book. I told you I'm doing everything by hand, right? But kind of by hand. So here's how I'm planning on doing it. I'm planning on scanning all the pages in, the pencils, printing them out again on Bristol board so I could ink them over without damaging the original. So I'll have the pencils and I'll have a copy that's inked, and then I'll take that ink copy, scan it in again, print it out again on Bristol board, and do the colors.
Yeah, you're doing the multi-copy procedure thing. Yeah, I've heard of artists do similar things like that because what they'll actually do is because I know actually, I think I might have one actually, where the guy's actually done that. They've actually done pencils on a page, and then they've scanned it in, printed it out, and then done inks on another page. And then they've scanned it in and then done colors on another page. I don't think I have the one with the colors, but I'm pretty sure I have one with pencils and inks. And they actually gave me all the pages.
Well, that's actually what my plans are. When the time comes, and if I decide to either give away or sell off any of the original pages from that book,
they're expensive, Austinio.
They're going to come in as a. Listen, depending I'm not going to do that if I'm doing only one project, but if I end up getting doing more than one project, I'll get a 11x17 scanner. Not a big deal to do that, but
you're actually cheaper buying a multi-function that has an 11 by 17
17
scanner
feature.
in
Yeah,
it.
I know what you're saying. I've looked into them. They're not that horribly expensive. It's the ink that's expensive.
If you buy a dedicated 11 by 17 scanner, they're like thousands of bucks.
Yeah, but they're also better resolution as well. So there's a catch.
No, we have a big muscly kangaroo
with rather big feet.
They all have big feet, but yeah.
So the plan is, like, if I ever give away or if I ever sell off any of the pages from that book, the person that will receive the original pencils, a copy of the original pencils, inked, then a copy of the colors that are inked. So you'll have basically 3 original pieces in sequentials.
Yeah.
So I feel that like anybody that has any questions about whether it's original art or anything like that won't have those questions because you have everything that took to go into that project. And especially if it's not colored digitally or anything like that, it's all colored by hand. I think that would be a cool thing.
Let's see.
Did you ever see Spidey's feet, Biggie? He's got those big ass hobbit feet.
Fucking hobbit feet. I have Greek feet. They're hairy.
We know how you hobbits do it.
Hobbits are New Zealanders.
He's a giant hobbit. We don't get a lot of those running around over here.
Let's see. Curious now if I can find it or not.
Let me open up some shit.
It's a problem with having so much. Found it. Now, is it back to back? Oh shit! Too much shit in my room.
Scott Porter's Hide's very knowledgeable about art too.
Oh fuck yeah! So here you go. So you got. It's a bit hard with the fucking glare.
What do you got over there?
So you got Spider-Man versus Tombstone.
You chose Tombstone?
Yeah, I chose Tombstone.
It's interesting. That's a choice.
And then, so he's actually sent me the original pencils and then the original inks. So it's similar to what you're looking at.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. The only difference is you'll get one more sheet from me if it's colored.
But you can actually see, you can still you could, probably a bit hard to tell on my camera, but you can still sort of see the little blue tinges.
Yeah.
To show that it's been done. It's been scanned in blue line, and then he's literally just inked over the scan. But getting the original pencils and the inks just makes it that extra bit special. So if I ever got this framed, obviously I'd double frame it.
But even the second one in that form, I'll take that as an original because, yes, it is a copy that's been inked on, but those inks have been coming from the original artist. So,
and it's from the same artist. So I got a Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. There's the original.
That's really nice.
So original pencils.
Do you like the landscape like that?
Yeah, well, I didn't specifically ask for it, but he puts in like little extra details, like he's written like my name, like on a for sale sign and stuff on there, and just little extra details.
Oh, you could definitely get a lot more in when you're doing landscape style.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
only thing is they're hard to display.
I do have a few landscape pieces, and not because I've asked. I never asked specifically. My Ed McGuinness piece is landscape too.
The only problem is they're more difficult to like properly display.
Yeah, especially if like 99% of your art is all portrait, and you got an odd freaking landscape piece, then it starts getting a little weird.
I almost feel like if I have like I have multiple portraits and then I have a random landscape, I need to get more landscapes so I could like line them up one on top of the other to even out with the portrait ones.
Yeah, like I even have a little small landscape piece as well. And
oh, that's really nice. Who did that? That's Alexa, right?
That's Marcelo Mueller. He's a Brazilian artist. Unfortunately, he never really hit too big.
It's a shame. That's a beautiful piece.
But I got him really early. He literally had only done one or two. Like I think he might have done one or two books, interior covers, or interior pages, stuff like that. And he was selling through his art rep on eBay. And I bought something like 30 or 40 pieces from him. Because like I was buying some pieces like 11 by 17s for like $20, $50.
Oh, that's right. Some of these Brazilian artists work for like nothing. Like pennies.
Like he's done a bit more now. But he's still not, he's never really broken mainstream. I think he's done a little bit of, what's he done? I think he might have done a little bit of Zenoscope, maybe, a little bit of Aspen, I think, but nothing really too big.
Honestly, the Brazilian artists right now took the place of the cheap Filipino artists. Because the Filipino artists aren't as cheap as they used to be.
But there are some Brazilian artists that are big dollars if you want original art. Like my mate Paulo Sequeira, he's not really that, like he's sort of affordable, but he's not really that cheap. Yeah. Mike Deodato is ridiculously expensive.
Yeah, well, he's also done some significant pieces for major titles.
Yeah, exactly.
Continues to be in high demand.
Hulk.
I love that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I forgot about this. Look at this.
RO.
In a 9.9.
9.9.
The Pro.
Doesn't matter what book it is, 9.9 is still very rare.
The Pro. No, this took the place of my 9.9 that I got rid of. The infamous one.
Oh, the Bryce one.
Yeah, and this only cost me $200.
Oh, okay.
And it's a real comic book that's not artificially created.
Artificially inseminated.
That was made in 2002. A great Garth Ennis story. Amanda Connor and Palmiotti art. It's one of the few books that I actually heavily collect. I love this. There's like 7 printings of this.
Oh, I'd have that in a frame on the wall.
It's about a whore that ends up getting superpowers.
Oh, okay.
Now you can imagine what the hell happens. All hell breaks loose.
This is what I'm dealing with, Aaron. My room, my parents' house, obviously I can't put anything on the outside walls. When you're talking wall-to-wall shelves, there is no room for frames. I'd literally need, like, even if I just framed my favorite art pieces,
awesome.
I'd be framing about 100 pieces. And that's a lot of money and a lot of time and a lot of wall space.
That's a lot of framing.
Yeah.
So what the fuck do I have in here? Let's see what I have. See, I'm being productive while I'm on here with you. I'm opening shit up that I have here that it's been sitting for a while.
Sicko's probably been on eBay checking out Magic the Gathering comic books for the last hour. You have, haven't you?
You know what? I got some sealed ones of Magic the Gathering comics. I'll send them to you, Sicko, with the with that metal piece.
Look who just dimed in. You need to live in a warehouse. We need to live in a warehouse. That's the missus.
Listen, you got a lot of shit, Spidey, man. You know, and it's a shame that you have so much art, and it's just hiding in boxes and hidden away,
and folders, and you should say the storage where all the statues and shit are.
See, the statue thing is like I can't get behind it. It just takes too much work, too much room. Let's see what I got in here. Let's see what I got
under the bed.
Well, I know what this is. I know. I should remember.
Maybe one day Journey will buy a box from me.
This is a good one.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can hit you up next week, Biggie, and we'll chat with some of your books, and I'll try and help you get you at least a little nudge towards your 181 anyway.
Maybe if you stop whining on how nobody buys anything from you, maybe I will buy one thing from you one day. But you whine so much, I don't want to buy it now. Maybe. Fucking whiner.
Oh,
there we go.
Oh, Conan #1. That original or facsimile?
Oh, original.
Oh, I couldn't say I do enlarge.
No, this is the original. I wouldn't be showing it off facsimile. Very nice.
Oh, you might be proud of owning a facsimile. I don't know how rare it is, so.
Fuck that. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know whether I'd ever I know it's a Marvel book, but I don't know. It's not on my list. I don't know whether if I came across one reasonably priced or not, whether I'd buy one or not. Maybe. I wouldn't mind a first Red Sonja, but
I don't know. I just felt like I needed to get one of these. I got this for really cheap. I think I bought it for $125 all in with the shipping.
Okay, so if that's cheap, I definitely won't be buying one of them then.
So I thought that was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's not a 99 comic, but I just wanted one for my collection. So
yeah,
I'm happy to have it.
Is first Red Sonja 1, or is it in a Conan book?
No, Conan 23.
Oh, okay. Is that an expensive book?
No, not as expensive as like you would think it would be. You know, they're floating around anywhere from like $50 to $150, depending on how good condition it is or not. You know.
Oh, okay. Is she on the cover in the first appearance?
I got a copy of it, and I forget. I got a copy of that and 24, which is the first cover appearance.
Ah, okay.
And one of the two have a detached. They're great shape. They look beautiful shape, but one of them have a detached cover to them. So I might be looking to get another one just to replace the detached cover one.
My problem with Conan is Barry Windsor Smith covers are better than #1 Basima. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, what's the problem with the covers? He's got some nice. What's wrong with the cover on this one? I don't see anything wrong with it. It's a nice looking book.
I think it probably would have been because his first appearance is like Savage Tales in one of those Treasury magazine things, isn't it?
No, this is his first Marvel comic.
Oh, okay, but his first comic.
This is his first appearance through Marvel. Savage Tales came like I think a few months later with Conan on there.
Oh, so that's his actual first appearance then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought
Savage Tales #1 is the first appearance of Man-Thing, believe it or not.
Yeah, I thought the Savage Tales, like the big book thing, I thought that was his first appearance.
No. The reason that's an expensive book is because it's the first Man-Thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have first Man-Thing in comic book form. I don't go after those big.
It depends. Here's the problem with the fucking magazines. It drives me nuts. They're hard to like store with the rest of the stuff. You know.
I've somehow in the last year, 2 years, I've never had one ever, and now I've somehow accumulated about 5 or 6 of them. I don't know what the fuck to do with them.
See, I have like 1 to 2 box maximum of magazines. I have magazine boxes.
Mm.
If I surpass those magazine that capacity, no more. I'll start getting rid of magazines. Like I got a
Yeah,
bunch of,
I don't even
like,
know why. I think
I got
when
a
I
bunch of
bought a
Mad
whole,
magazines, which I
yeah,
like Mad magazines. I think
never
they're
bothered
funny.
with Mad magazines.
I got a bunch of sci-fi stuff, horror stuff, which I like a lot. Yeah, I got the whole set of Rampaging Hulk right now, which is gonna take a chunk of that box, you know, which I love. Like I haven't even back and forth to them yet. Like these, I don't know if you know these.
Yeah, so I like some of that because a lot of them have got painted covers.
Uh-huh.
So I do love them aesthetically. It's just not for me to collect.
Here, look at these covers. Look at these covers. Gorgeous covers. They're like almost like throwback to the 50s or the golden age.
It's almost as if Frazetta did some of them. Like I know he didn't, but it looks like that's.
Oh, you got some really top-notch artists that were on these. Look at this cover. Look at this.
Yeah, that looks fucking wicked.
This one is my favorite.
Oh god, it's even got bloody Damon Hellstrom on there.
Yeah, this is Starlin.
Oh, okay.
That's a Starlin cover.
It's a weird looking Hulk head.
I just love it. Look at him. He's like so angry looking. He's like, I'm gonna bite you. I like that.
Bite you, he bloody sneeze and blow
this
you
one,
up.
This one, another like good looking one with some Mariner in it. Like a lot of people think this is like expensive. It's not an expensive set.
I can't get to it.
See this?
The only one that I actually bought, and only because it looked cool, and I just did it as an impulse buy. I found a Legion of Monsters one.
That's pretty cool. The Legion of Monsters. Got this, like really nice art. This is a really nice one too. I like this one a lot. This is the last one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Look at this. It looks like almost a prototype for the kind of stuff that Alex Ross started doing. Doesn't it? Like up until
it almost looks a little Joe Jusko type with the
it looks like
the painted Marvel Masterpiece stuff.
They must have gotten some serious inspiration from this. Like they had to be like there's a lot of like elements of that in there.
Because that's the thing, like with certain Alex Ross stuff, I think sometimes it looks too realistic and not like comic-y enough. Whereas that is a good mix of both. Yeah, so that looks gorgeous.
I love this stuff. So, like, as far as magazines is concerned, these are the kind of magazines I got. The Rampaging Hulk only goes through 1 through 9, and then turns into, I think, Incredible or just Hulk magazine. But I just wanted the 1 through 9 series, so I got them all.
Yeah, nice.
And the thing is, there's a lot of adult content that's in here, and these type of Hulks. Like the storylines are not like normal in these stories. Like they're not like your normal Marvel stuff because there's no code on these. So they got them to go like in one of these. Like they have like Bruce Banner go into like a bathroom and he almost gets raped. Like some kind of crazy shit happens.
Get some boards for them, Biggie says.
Oh yeah, I am. I got like a whole bunch of bags to put them in.
No, I'm going to be ending it soon, Dave, because yeah, I've got to do some stuff before I go to sleep. Got to get some sleep
nice
for work.
Other painted cover here. Here's a pretty cool cover.
Oh, I remember some of the Howard the Duck ones.
That's kind of cool, right?
I think I might actually have a Howard the Duck one as well somehow. I don't know why. I don't own one Howard the Duck comic book, but I have a magazine for some reason.
Like I enjoy the magazine Howard the Duck's way better than the regular series.
Yeah, well, it'd be more adult content like Howard the Duck's actually supposed to be.
And this is like a pipe dream. The only reason I have it is if by like happenstance I ever come across John Byrne again, ever, because he stopped doing cons and so on, I get him to do a signature on this and maybe a remark on here. It's a really nice.
The guy that I mentioned who looks at like one of the big cons here, and he looks after Artist Alley, has actually been to John Burns' house multiple times.
Yeah, that's why I'm holding a hope that one day, like I'll find a way to come across him. You know, but he's like a curmudgeon. He doesn't want to like deal with anybody.
Nah.
Even though I'm a big supporter of his, I like the fact that he hates everybody. I support that. He was talented, man. Super talented. I traded some Frazetta mags. Well, listen, Frazetta.
I wouldn't mind an X-Men 94.
You want to see some Frazetta, early Frazetta? There's some early Frazetta. I love this shit. Yeah, I think you pretty much know. I love this kind of stuff.
That's exactly right. John Byrne is still a legend, even if he has weird views.
Dude, I love that dude. Yeah, here's another Frazetta.
Yeah, like some of those old, like I still love like the Death Dealer type stuff. Like that stuff is just like amazing looking for me.
Oh, Death Dealer is epic, but like this stuff is like, come on, classic Frazetta. This is not Frazetta, but it's just weird. That's why I got it. Look at this. Look at this weird vampire-looking guy. He's about to like grab his head.
He's got like a
vampire Michael Myers.
Oh my god! Look at this guy. Face. He's like an angry vampire. Like I'm gonna scratch you.
And then paint your face afterwards.
That's right. I'm gonna scratch you and paint your face, you bastard. There you go. You know, these and like I'll pick them up if they're low priced, because I just want to have them. You know, these are like not like, I don't care if they're like super high grade or not. These are low grade copies, but they're nice to have in your collection.
Yeah, it's just never really been my thing. But yeah, as I said, I just accumulated a few lately, and
like I told you, my policy is once I get past those 2 boxes, I'm gonna start getting rid of stuff.
Yeah,
I'll probably start getting rid of some of the magazine stuff that I've read. Like, I have some of those like special edition Mad magazines that like were like from the Star Wars special and all kinds of stuff. Like, people love those things. You know, I like them too, but you know, if I get past capacity, those are going to be the first ones to go.
Yeah. Cool.
Just because I know that people want them and I could get rid of them. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And I won't be devastated for not getting them back again. You know, I've read them. I enjoyed them.
Yeah, beautiful.
You're not a fan at all of magazine, huh?
I read some. Like, I had some as a kid and things like that. I used to like doing the like the folder page fucking thing and stuff like that. But yeah, I never really dived into it too far. I had a lot of friends when I was a kid who would buy them every time they came out. They'd buy every single one and stuff like that, and they loved them. And I was like, they're cool for what they are, but it's not. I don't know. I wasn't overly excited about them.
Biggie, you got no idea. Like, if you go into some of those political covers or some of those like covers on sensitive topics, those Mad magazines are like really desired. People like really want those. They're nuts.
So,
you know, every kind of thing has its niche, collectors.
Well, obviously, things like Mad Magazine wouldn't have lasted for so long if it didn't have a following. It's the same with any comic book, music, movies, whatever. You know, everything has a following. If it doesn't have a following, it doesn't make any money. It doesn't make any sequels. Doesn't make any extra issues. Everything. You know, there's some weirdo out there that would like something that's very
just
niche.
like Archie's. You don't see people like gushing over Archie's, like, oh, did you get the latest Archie? No, nobody does that. However, you got these hardcore Archie collectors that like they want all the innuendo covers and so on. I have a few just because they're like funny, like they said like something perverted to each other on the cover. I think it's funny, but I'm not gonna go spend big money for those freaking comics or an Archie comic or a Jughead comic. Fuck that.
Got some cool Warren mags to show you on Sunday. Awesome. Awesome. All right. I will need to.
All right. We gotta do the Australian accents before we leave. All right. No.
I'll just do this.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Yeah, the pearl necklace cover is one of those ones that are the innuendos that people are going after. There's a lot of those.
Mm.
People are perverted. They like perverted Archie covers.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, I need to end this so I can finish what I need to do and then get to sleep.
Well, what are you going to do? Tell us. The people want to know.
People want to know what I need to do before I go to sleep.
That's right.
Well, I probably need to go to the toilet for one thing.
Run us through your routine.
There is no routine. It's just there's rubbish to be put out, shit like that, because obviously mum and dad can't do it because they can't get down there. And a few other bits and pieces that I need. It's mainly stuff for mum and dad more than anything else, but yeah. So I will end this. Just make sure I'm let's see, it's going just checking anything else. Just thank you, everybody. Obviously, not a long stream, not a Spidey's Outback. A few people jumped on, which I greatly appreciated. Simon, CJ, Sicko, thank you very much for jumping on. I greatly appreciate you keeping me company. Thank you to everybody who's jumped in the chat, even though there's been many people, but I expected that.
Simon. Don't forget Simon.
I said Simon. I said Simon first.
No, I'm telling the people, don't forget him.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, I don't know, check his latest video out. I actually will end with something. I will end with this. So thank you, everybody. Good night. Take care. Peace out.
They don't get quite as big as the ones on the coast. Bearded dragon, you can see why they're called a bearded dragon. They've got this little beard here, and when he gets all cantankerous, all cranky, or you've got a big mouth too, he opens up his mouth and shows this beard, and that's a sign of toughness. I am so tough. Stay away from me or I'm going to